A few things to add.
Yep, do
I
it.
couldn't figure out what was missing from the fridge, but just another complaint about living with these fucking bums. I go to the fridge and I find that not only have they drank my beer, they have failed to replenish my beers from the fridge. So they take my beers from the fridge that I've purchased for myself, they drink them, and then they don't put the warm ones back where they found the cold ones.
Oh,
So that when I
no
go back to drink
way.
beer,
There's no
there's
cold
nothing.
beers.
Yeah, so one, there's no cold beers. Two, they're drinking my fucking beers without asking me. And three, there's a bag of fucking trash on the floor again, which yesterday I said, if you're gonna fucking bag up the trash, take it outside. Don't leave it on the floor in the fucking room where I work. But nope, there's a bag of trash. There's shit everywhere. I hate gamers. I hate gamers, especially Rocket League ones. I'm going on record. If you play Rocket League, you're fucking dead to me.
Do you mean Rainbow Six or do you mean Rocket League?
I'm talking about Rocket League. Rainbow Six is just Naga's brother. He just nibbles on the occasional half of a Tim Tam and then leaves it for a little treat. Like
With a Rocket League? Oh, wait! Oh my god, so, when I was in Greece, we were at like a nice resort, and it looked like straight out onto the bay, I guess. I don't know if that's the correct water term for it. But anyway, there was this big, like, you know, like deluxe fucking yacht there every day, just in the center, and it would be there all day, you know, and I was like, what a nice yacht. And then my wife Googled, because she saw the name of it to see who it was. And the owner of the yacht, I forget the guy's name, but it's the guy who owns the developer who made Rocket League. So while I was in Greece, in Crete, so was the head of the company that makes Rocket League, just chilling on his yacht all day.
I would have had a fucking bone to pick with him just for platforming these kids. Just for giving these kids jobs.
I mean, obviously, yachts are very private, right? You know, tinted windows, all of this, far away. But I imagine if you go onto that yacht, there probably were just bags of trash in the open and a fridge full of unreplenished beers.
Exactly. A fridge completely empty with a box of warm beers right next to it would be my assumption. Because that's how you're supposed to leave a house.
Developing Rocket League gets you yacht money? Yeah, that's, yeah. I mean, it's a pretty popular game, yeah.
Yeah. I was asking those Rocket League kids about the salaries in their games today, and it was like, oh.
Yeah, hold on, let me see if I can find the name of I'll ask my missus.
Ask the old ball and chain.
Oh wait, she's shouting, hold on. What? The yacht was called Galaxy? Thank you. Yeah, this was it. Look at that yacht. Oh no, Dave Hedgewood, the founder of Psionics. So he says he's current CEO?
Bears, bro. Oh, congrats, Aki. Congrats on the EWC qualification, mate. Been noticing whenever I ask any other game about their salaries, I'm thinking I'm in the wrong game. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, if your game is largely populated by people that are from, like, East Asia, it's probably, like, a low-salary game, right? Like, I think, you know, we're in the wrong in Overwatch. But there was a golden era for Overwatch 2. We're just past it, right? Like, maybe Rocket League is, like, not as... How long has Rocket League been around?
2015, I think it said it was out. Oh, yeah, maybe he doesn't...
So that theory just disappeared.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe he sold it. That's how he got the yacht money.
I think League is really high salary, but League is like the most famous game in the world, so and the most competitive esport to get into. But yeah, like if it was fiddling around with cars or playing Siege, like there's pretty good money in that. You never played Rocket League? No. I'm 27 years old, dog. Let's keep Ru Jae-hong quiet and down. Let's play the Owl for the day.
Yeah, sold Rocket League to Epic Games. Yeah, that's how you get yacht money. I think this is his first time yacht owner as well.
First time yacht owner. Is that a command?
No, it's just I think it's like a term in the yacht industry. New super yacht owner profile, Dave. Thank you, Forbes, for this super yacht owner profile.
Jesus, it's a super yacht, not just a regular yacht.
It's super yacht. Oh my god, look at I'm getting some inside pictures right now. This is a place, mate. We should make Rocket League and sell it to Epic Games.
If you would like to make Rocket League together, I am down to reap the rewards.
Does anyone know how
Can't
to
hear X
make
now?
Rocket League?
Can you really not hear X? Ah, because on my slot player you can't hear Discord. Add application audio capture. Add existing Discord Savior. Can you make some noise, Xavier?
Making some noise. Look at this yacht. The yacht has a pool on it. Seems redundant. Oh, it's a jacuzzi.
Wait, Falcons don't stand a
hot
chance. They have Pride Month debuff. You're right. Okay, so it's not Callan. They're not Korean. They're not on Space Station Gaming. It's Zero. It's an American DPS. It's Peace. It's Chronic.
Right, updating this from
Fuck.
I forget. That looks horrid. No, I think it looks amazing. I'd stay on that yacht.
It's Wob. Wait, Wob's not on one of these teams, right? It's the year of the Wob. Oh my god. What's the team that I'm missing here? Ryan. Yeah, I think you're right about Ryan, actually. It has to be a Supernova player because it can't be one of those Euro imports. Wait, what team am I missing here? What team am I missing right now?
Where's your stream?
It's a Dildox player. It's PDK. It's PDK or Razor. It's actually PDK. Come on. Come on. Like, they really made me reach to the bottom of the barrel. Shout out PDK. But really, scraping the bottom of the barrel with that one, folks. Like, come on. Can we get 5 big booms for PDK? Stop calling them death ducks. Like, just stop that.
Yachts are the biggest waste of money so rich people can show how much they have? Nah. I think yachts, I mean, if you can have yacht money, you should get a yacht.
Ethical. Billionaire right there. Okay. What are the East Division teams?
Why does Unter look 20 years younger? And Common says he looks older in real life. He says you've got a filter on your stream. Is that true? Is this a Chinese phone situation?
I have one of those Chinese phone situations. Hey Jai, what's up? I have a Chinese webcam right now. I've got a Weibo Xiaomi Weibo Xiaomi fucking oh god, what's the big phone manufacturer called?
Huawei.
Yeah, Huawei webcam. So it's absolutely cooked. Definitely not a Logitech MX something or other. It might just be the lighting and the angle and the room. I don't know. Who knows? It's okay. I look older in real life. Tydel's looking huge as always. I love the way you lie to me. It's tough that you don't even have to guess the Geeks. Yeah, it's insane because the Geeks are not an American team. The Geeks are a European team pretending to be American. Champions of North America, and it's just a bunch of Euros in Australia. Like, okay. What am I looking for here? It's an Eastern Division player that's not on the Dallas Fuel, and it's a support player.
Maybe a rat.
Drink up, mate. It's skewed. It was not skewed. They're not Korean. There's a crucial hint somewhere in there. They're Chinese. China. Oh god, who was the other support on fucking Guangzhou? I can't remember this roster at all. These guys were dog shit, right? Who the hell was on Season 6 Guangzhou Charge? I'm trying to not look at the chat here. It wasn't Langsa, right? Langsa was on Spark in Season 6 because they were actually good. So it'd have to be Evital, maybe? What was his name? Mew? Evital. Not him. I'll just look at the player names. Like, I'll just look at the list, see if it comes to me. I just really don't want to see it in chat, you know? Jimmy, Jinru, these are DPS players. Linksa, they're on Spark, I think. Monk? I think Monk is on Spark. I think Monk was the Ana on Spark. I'm gonna get to the bottom and still not know. And then I'm gonna have to check chat. I think I've passed them. Xerneas, okay. Like the fact that this guy fucking changes his name. Like I knew that it was him. I just didn't know his name. Like Evital and Mew. It's all the same person. Like it was all him. Like I'm the Chinese main support from Charge. Like this is pissing me off, dude. Like fucking mentally ill spam renaming. Like grow up. First time Xerneas, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Do season 4. I'm gonna do all the seasons. Don't worry. A Western region tank. Western region was all of these. It's Punk. It's not Punk. Jai, thanks for the prime. Money well spent, mate. Money well spent. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. You got some graphics cards for me? Surely you can sort me out with some graphics cards. You got a 5090 tucked away in the back pocket somewhere? Because I got the need. Let's go, Kellen. It could be Kellen, season 5. It's not Kellen. All right. What other teams? Paris Eternal. It could be some Euro. Who was the Euro tank? It was Vestola. Okay, Vestola was out because of the cuts. Oh god. Like we need to go Canadian tank? Was False on one of these teams? Vancouver Titans on this list? Yeah, it could be False. Not False. Fuck, dude. What? We've actually covered all the big ethnicities here. What ethnicity could this person possibly be? There's no Chinese people on this list. In the West. They're not Korean, they're not Australian, they're not Canadian. Was Mirror a tank in this season? It could have been Mirror, right? Wait, no, but Mirror was on Vancouver Titans, so that's not possible. It can't be him because it's season 5. Mirror was on Washington in season 6, not 5. Who was your friend? German, Hardy, it's EU. Oh yeah, London Spitfires right there. That'll do it, I suppose. That's the last one. I don't know. I've never seen this name before in my life. I have no connection to this player. I don't know what you're talking about. Hardy Eurasia, yeah. I've never seen that name before in my life. I have no idea who that is. All right, this was go for a Korean on the top side. Let's go with Lip. All right, it's a support player that's Chinese. China. It's Monk.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Okay, it's not Monk. It's Linksa. Okay, Linksa wasn't even in the league in season 4. Oh god, a Chinese support from season 4. They were a dime a dozen back then. It's like it can't be Evital again. I think he was
Farway. What team is it? Or what team?
Was he on Chengdu? He was on Chengdu in season 4. Yeah, like he's not on Chengdu. It's a Spark player. Like who the hell was on Spark in season 4? Yeah. Chinese Valiant was. Oh yeah, that was season 4, right? Molly. Who the hell is Molly? Like I know him, but I don't know him. You know, he was on Shanghai
Molly
as well,
like
so that was a great
season
guess. No, he was but he's in season 4. He was a bench warmer on Shanghai in their win. Irony isn't Irony Korean?
He's Korean.
Super Rich. Super Rich was on Spark, right? What was it? No, he was season 5, I suppose.
Someone said Coldest.
Coldest. Oh, yeah, these are actual. Wait, a Chinese player that's not on Chengdu or Spark. They have to be on Chinese Valiant. Who the hell took my job? Who took my job on Valiant? I don't know. What is that, Jai? Labubu is a popular collectible figure. What the hell? Oh, I've seen these. These are like really expensive, no? You gotta be fucking crazy to be buying this shit, dude. Who the hell took my job?
High B, someone says.
Who the fuck is High B? Yeah. That's the answer. High B is the answer, but like I don't want to know it. Stop giving me Chinese players. I don't need this. Where you farm the international students, shit is easy. Yeah, dude. I gotta start selling shit that Chinese international students want. Labubus. Like fuck, dude. You've got life figured out, Jai, I swear. Was it Hawk in season 3?
What am I eating?
We've got these funny regions now.
It's a Popeyes chicken wrap.
Popeyes in the UK?
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's better
Go
than the
with the
American
K.
one.
like, season 3. I'm starting to get a bit hazy by season 3. Actually, I don't know who was on what. Oh, I can't remember anything from this season. Sabioubly, he was on Nixel. That's a good. Okay, so it's a support. It's a support that wasn't on Atlanta or Nixel, and they're not Korean. Are there any Euros in season 3? London Spitfire? No. Shit. Canadians here? Wait, Logix was a DPS. It needs to be a support.
Yeah, I agree, Jabba. I think
Florida-
Popeyes in the US isn't that good, but the UK one is actually pretty good.
Crimso's a good shout, actually. Crimso's a really good shout. But he's in the P region. He was on Dallas Fuel. The wrong region. Oh, could it be like Funny Astro, right? It's Funny Astro is on Philly Fusion here. Okay, so it's Boombox. There we go. We did it. That was actually like, that wasn't so bad in the end. Rolf? Yeah, pass. All right, season 2, it becomes Gator instead of Hawk because of the timing. It's an American Atlantic region. It is
It'll be
Atlantic
Jake.
Division. Tank? Not Tank. Jake. Closer. It's a damage. It's an American DPS player. It's not on the no comment side of things. It can't be a no
On
comment
Houston,
player.
is it?
No, not on Houston.
Hmm.
Not on Houston, not on Atlanta. Corey? Was he season 2? Corey? He was. It's a DPS that wasn't Corey on the Washington Justice. It's Stratus. It's Stratus. Cried. The little fucking twink. The dog shit Faramay player that could. Or couldn't. That guy was serious dog shit. But he had personality, you know?
Such a season 2 player, actually.
Agilities. It's a West region, non-Canadian. Canadian is such a bad guess for start. I should always start with an American or a Korean. All right, P region. We've got Gladiators. Who was a Gladiators tank? Fisher. Oh, Korean tank in the P region that wasn't on Gladiators or Valiant. Season 1 Korean tank. Was Fate on Valiant in season 1? I think he was.
Season 1, yeah, he was.
Wait, Gesture? Soul Dynasty? Gesture? Well, I've managed to go to the wrong division. Like, I was in the right division, and I've managed to division swap to the wrong answer. Nice. Wait, Gesture was on London Spitfire, not Soul Dynasty. I was looking at the right division. I just forgot what team he's on. Miro on Soul. This is season 1. Okay, who was the other tank? Was it Fury on Soul? No, he was on London as well. Stop getting them mixed up. Who was Miro's tank duo? Zumba? Maybe Zomba?
Was it Zumba still?
It wasn't Miro or Zomba. They were on the team, but there was another one other than Miro and Zomba. It's not Gesture. Kuki?
Well, he was a tank
Zephyr.
player.
It was Zephyr. It was the Scrim God. It was Zephyr, right? Zephyr was on the roster, but it's also not him, so it must be Kuki. Pride.
Oh.
What? Look at this. This is so season 1 right here. 4 players in the same role on the same team. Like such. Season 1 was so. Season 1 was so fucking stupid. And we're starting the game. All good. Big game here, folks. This is a match where if Crazy Raccoon win, Falcons are straight to the last chance qualifier. Eliminated from the tournament. If Crazy Raccoon lose, doesn't fucking matter to them because they're already qualified because they won the China LAN. 17, 16, 15, 14. It just works. It's a beautiful thing. Very interesting to see completely different comps coming out here. Baptista's been banned. Brig Kiri from Team Falcons. Lucio Kiri is available, but they're going Brig Kiri. They want to pocket their cash. Jumpman, he goes deep on the hazard, but immediately forced to backshift. Wall comes out, but look at that. Jumpman not going to be able to connect a kill. Instead, Sticky Stalker's going to find the opening scalp onto Lip.
Little flashbang outside of a recall as well. They are so low right now, Crazy Raccoon. Jumper's going to try and make a move forward, desperately looking for a kill. Stalker's going to deny the Mega from Heesang as well, and it's a good first fight for Falcons. Works out nicely for him here. In control, and also important for Falcons here. This series really could be a big difference maker in how their quest for the Esports World Cup goes.
I love how Wrecking Ball is available, which is why Jumpman is playing Ram on Ilios well now. Just beautiful, really. No Sombra in play. Not really sure how Ball is being counted out right now, but of course Jumpman is on Ram. This makes perfect sense. Surely Crazy Raccoon are not throwing this series. Jumpman goes deep, has his form forced out very early. He's looking for more, but he cannot find a kill. We're not looking at Iron Mike here on the Ram, and instead he's going to swing and die a second time in a row. 2 in a row for Jumpman here. Plastic Mike, and he is under a match. Fielder finds a kill into Heesung as well, and there is no momentum right now for Crazy Raccoon.
Not at all. The Ram, in theory, matches up nicely into the Diva, but with all these high grounds that Hanbin can just keep darting on and off, so hard for Jumpin to consistently use that tank frontline advantage. We're going to get Lip onto the cast now as well as Crazy Raccoon. They are sticking the Ramatra, but you can see Falcons keen to harass them early. Got a Kitsune rush if they want to drop that one aggressively too, and Crazy Raccoon, they're just trying to walk it up main, but they're surrounded as they come to force point here.
Jumpman once again trying to push backline with that form timing. Mirrored. Kitsune rushes High Noon inside, splashes out, no kills converted. Yet Lip is toast. Lip is dead. Oh, beat from Chirong is good. Catches all 4 remaining members of the team, but the Suzy Q is better still. Falcons, they're weathering a storm. Shu is traded for merit, but Harmon catches a kill onto Heesung. Human, he has the Annihilation, but he opts not to use it out of respect. And Falcons, they've held on. Only the Annihilation remains, and Crazy Raccoon not looking very good right now.
If they can get to point, the Annihilation will be a big tool they can use, but they have to rush it. They're going to have to rely on Heesang to maybe get the first touch here. Hanbin can keep harassing, has the self-destruct, so he can stay on that back line even longer after he forces these cooldowns out here. Heesang's going to get onto point initially. Jumpin's coming through right-hand side all over him. Lip's going to die, but Jumpin is able to trade it out, but they lose Lip and Shu on the angle. Now they turn their attention to Jumpin. He needs to pop this Annihilation. Hanbin has the self-destruct still. Lots of pressure onto Jumpin as overtime is going to be triggered. Pressure onto the Tracer as well. Recall has been forced out. Hanbin gets the remake. Lip is coming back on Venture. They are all over this one. They deal with Heesang on the flank. Now Merrick can turn his attention back towards point, and it should just be clean up from here. Jumpin's going to fall, and it's going to be 100-0 to Falcons in this first round.
What is going on? Team Falcons have banned out Sombra, which I would have thought, you know, is a counter to the Wrecking Ball. Admittedly, you're versus Lip on the Sombra, so I see the case for it there. But same timing, where's the ball for Crazy Raccoon? They can't play Ball Tracer Freya in this scene? Why are we seeing Junbin on Ramatra? It just feels like a total reinvention of the wheel. Maybe overthinking things a little bit, or they just know something about playing into Brig Kiri that I do not. But it does really feel like at no point on this map was Junbin playing a character that worked for him, that looks like what Crazy Raccoon are playing to their best. So, very tough. You're jaking it? I don't need to know that. I don't need to know that.
I want to know.
They're turning wheels into bread. Thank you, homosexual. Thank you. All right, now we're on a bit more of a classic for Crazy Raccoon as they roll out on the Winston on a Brig. Tracer Echo is good for them as well. But Falcons, they're in a similarly classic comp. Ashe, Diva, bit of Brigida. Not sure about the Fielder Kiri situation over the Honor, but you know what? If it works, it works. Big scrap happening up here on point top. Jumpin taking a hell of a lot of damage, but so is Hanbin.
Oh, yes.
Apparently, if your name ends in an in, you're entering a world of pain. But it's Merit that will find the first kill onto Heesung as he swings a little bit too wide.
Drops onto point now, Dynamite onto Jumpin as well. Takes a whole host of damage there. Defensive nade from Shu. Tops Jumpin right back up. Falcons can force point off the back of this. Hanbin's going to have to DP, slow it down for a second. Jumpin wants to keep harassing that one here, but Hanbin has full pocket, and now he turns the tides back onto Jumpin, forces him back. Still no cap going through, but Chirong dies now on point, and Falcons do eventually get the flip there as well. And they might even be able to chase down a few of these late kills. Jumpin is still above him if they can find him. Hanbin's flying for it now. They're looking for these kills, but Heesang is there with him, so Hanbin's going to get forced back. Avoids getting demeched crucially here. Heesang's going to reset behind point, and it will just be another fight, but Fielder's going to have this Kitsune rush any second now.
This could get very dicey for Team Falcons is the thing, because look at this. Heesang,
D-Mech.
Jumbin maintaining the space up above. D-Mech comes out and Lip Pulse Bombs Merit. Almost no chance for Crazy Raccoon to lose this one. Falcons can't clutch this. And you can see they invested the Kitsune Rush and all of that as well. So really, this is a great fight for Crazy Raccoon. They just kept maintaining that space up on the high ground. So difficult to displace with the double angle between the Ana and the Echo, main and top of point. And now Crazy Raccoon, every ultimate available for them in the next turn.
Looking really good for him. They can drop this nano, they can copy. Obviously no Ana for them to copy, but can just send like a Diva or even a second Tracer onto them as well. So walk-up going to be very difficult here. Obviously Fielder has a lot of survivability. It might be Chia who is actually more of a primary target, but that rally will help him out. Nade from Shu doesn't connect onto anything as Falcons start trying to force 3 point right now. Bait a bit of attention with Stalker. Riggs already dropped down to help Stalker there as well. Fighting the Echo on the coast here. Coming through. Recall has been forced right now. Heesang has forced Stalker onto the back foot. Primal now onto them with a rally and the Bob come through. Bob has been slept, but Jumbin wakes it up with his back jump. Jumbin has to play slow with this Primal, but he's got a Nano to go with afterwards right now. Copy Diva through from Heesang. Nano still available. Pressure onto the backline. Falcons are trying to kite this one out. Jumbin jumps in with this Nano, lands on Merit's head, and he's going to finish it off with the Nano there. Good fight from Crazy Raccoon, rather. They start with the Primal. They force a lot of the ults out, and then they use the Nano to finish the job.
It's nice layering from Crazy Raccoon, but it's an expensive fight nonetheless. Only the rally remains for them. I suppose Lip has a Pulsey B in the back pocket too, but Chio can block it, Fielder can Suzu it, Hanbin, he can shrug it off like it's no issue at all, and even Merrick can roll through it. So it's not an easy Pulse Bomb by any means for young Lip right now. Nade splashes onto the high ground, and that's the Suzy Q dealt with nice and early. Early one from Fielder, not going to play it safe at all, just playing it safe rather, using it very early on in the piece. Hanbin goes very deep though, and here comes a bit of a counter dive from Jumbin. Blank from Heesung, gets a couple of stickies on a Merit. He can't roll that off from the looks of things, but he's still full condition. And now the point fight is taking place. Stalker and Jumbin both go down. No rally.
No rally, no nothing here. Crazy Raccoon had everything, but they're just going to fall over, and that's going to be a free retake for Falcons. I mean, it cost them a self-destruct, but happy to pay that price. Hanbin makes an early aggressive move, and it looks like he was going to be in trouble there. Getting forced to D-Mech, deep behind enemy lines, but makes it work. Falcons back in control, and now we have this Kitsune Rush. This gives Falcons the opportunity to play aggressively if they want. Drop that Kitsune Rush on the backline here. Overpower Shu and Chiron.
Oh, jeez. I mean, look, now if they can get onto the backline, it's going to be bad news for Crazy Raccoon. There will be the opportunity to overwhelm them. But Chirong, if he just keeps playing it safe with Shu, makes it hard for Fielder. Fielder's actually just juking it out right now with Lip, but Lip has no recall over on the side. Needs to be so incredibly careful. He does escape. He's given them the slip. Now the point push is coming through. Primal, rally available. Rally onto the point. Bash on a Merit, takes him down. Heesung is low. Heesung is traded, in fact. Chirong is in trouble as well. Gets a counter bash. This is not yet last fight. Lip trades Fielder. Will they go for the clutch here? Lip and Jumbin are both still alive. Harmon is incredibly low. Jumbin, he will see a window of opportunity here if they can just get a little bit more damage in from Lip. Pulsebomb comes out into Jumbin. Primal Force. Stalker's Recall Force though, and Jumbin, he's good for it with the Primal. He finds one. Heesung and Shu both seem to be back, but Lip goes down. We need to be concerned about the touch here. Who's touching point? It's not Jumbin.
Oh, the bomb kills Shu as well! Jumbin can't get the touch. Heesang goes for it. He copies for Tracer as well, but he's going to have his Recall Force. Doesn't even get the Recall off Merit, and Fielder, they just kill him. And Falcons in control of this one. Jumbin can't get the touch. 2-0 to Falcons.
How's Shu dead to that Diva Bomb in main? So he's coming back from respawn, no?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's just on a D-Mech from a Primal Rage. Like, how on earth did Shu die to that parked bomb? I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna rewind. I'm gonna fuck up our sync. I need to see this. So, Diva's getting primal, really low, completely stationary bomb.
And Shu's 90% on nano as well. Yeah,
Shu's just in main. He's just peaked it.
Yeah, because then if, like, Heesang gets the touch with copy, right? Then Shu can drop this nano onto Jumbin. Yeah. The fight looks all that different. Lip's coming back with a pulse bomb, and it's suddenly like a really 50-50 fight for all of this.
It's just a 4v4 where they have copy and nano, and the enemy team has nothing. He'd have self nano too, probably at this point. I don't know. That's tough. Let's see if they got a replay on it. That was brutal. See, I'm not seeing much of anything right now. Thank you, Stalker. 2-0 opening. No Wrecking Ball from Crazy Raccoon on Ilios. What are we doing?
They're map pick as well, right? So they clearly wanted this.
Bro, I don't think Proper's even in the arena. He's definitely not in the arena. What's that sound? Is that the sound of money?
He streams now, I think, doesn't he? Or like, when the games are on.
You know what? For $4.20, Lip Fan, I love Crazy Raccoon Team Falcons Yowie. For $4.20, I love a lot of things. Yeah, Proper's definitely not in the arena. Proper's been missing for the interviews. Been streaming a lot at home. What the fuck is the text-to-speech? Money in my pocket is what it is, Jonas. Wow, I thought they were going to win with the rally turn 2 when Jumpman had Primal, but instead just like counter bash, 2 dead.
Yeah, well, when they survive the initial part of that Kitsune rush, it looked good, but then as soon as Chio gets rally...
How the... Oh, yeah, we can get some bois going, that works. I can't believe that's Naga's brother, dude. I'm neutral on drops, but I think streamers should have them turned off so that people are in the stream for genuine reasons and not to use the stream to farm their drops. I appreciate your neutrality on the matter. Bless you!
Bless you.
Bless you!
Bless you!
Max, save us please. If you can hear us, please save us, Max. Unfortunately, falling on deaf ears. Wait, lip haircut? Possibly. Possibly. I had more viewers when I was watching Gaming for Hope before the matches had started.
A real downturn in terms of content. Yeah.
The Titan went live, so I lost all of my core viewership to the Titan.
It's alright, mate. I've been to Greece, if I've not mentioned it. So
I mean,
I've learned all
to be
about
fair,
slaying Titans.
Between the Titan and OC, it's actually so difficult for me to keep even a crumb of my viewership nowadays. I'm just in the pit.
Thank you, Chinese Dinos, for the Prime, and thank you, XE Wild, for the Prime. Back-to-back Primes.
Oof. Lovely day at the office, that.
Bezos is going to get me some yacht money.
Oh, I love mega yachts. I love billionaires and their big, expensive boats.
Oh, thank you, Eltar91 as well. I am getting this yacht.
Ah, yeah, we're literally just a couple of follows away from getting a yacht. Gaming for Hope demolished the false allegations of KKK, Nazi, neglectful father, and anti-LGBTQIA. You forgot grooming his wife, but yeah. There was one other as well. Oh, and unemployed. And unemployed. This is so sad. Can we get a bois in the chat? Agreed. Completely agreed. Wow, bit peckish now. It's at 4 in the morning.
You should have had a Popeye's chicken wrap. Oh wait, you're in Utah. You can get Popeye's in Utah, surely.
It's 4 in the morning, bro. Nothing will be open.
Oh.
Yeah, there's actually nothing open. There's a 7-Eleven 40-minute delivery away. That's the only thing that's open. Thanks for dropping the bois, everyone.
Nazi, KKK, unemployed. Are we talking about Chris in a month or Gaming for Hope?
Disaster. Beautiful kitchen behind you. Get to cooking. I'm casting. Waffle House is surely open. Do they even have Waffle House in Utah? They're Waffle House, Utah. There's no Waffle House in Utah. The states without a single Waffle House are
My God.
Utah. Yeah. Are you going to stream the Korea show match? It has drops. Literally, yes, and only because it has drops.
Really? I mean, I'm pretty neutral on this whole topic, but from my perspective, do you not think it would be better if we just streamed it without the drops so we could see who's really there for the stadium?
Lots of people will be there just for the streamers in the stadium, but me personally, I'm all about the drops. I'm super drops build. Reckon you're good for a dinghy boat in a couple more donations, if I'm lucky. Ilios 40%. It's been a rough stage. Max map, yeah. The tables have turned. Now max maps are the maps where they win, not lose. Stop lying. You just want ad money. Me? What?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Come on.
You got to be kidding
Come
me,
on
man.
now.
Like, come on.
Love of
Yeah,
the
talk to me.
craft.
The craft. Do you think Joseph Smith could save SSG? Joseph Smith is quite literally in the process of saving SSG right now. Like, we'd be soaking every night in the house to make sure that we're not violating the law of Mormon, and it's all going to be fine come playoffs day.
Let me get my Mormon law right. Is Joseph Smith the one who had, like, the book from God, but only he could see the writing?
Yeah, he's like reading it out of a hat in the barn, like in South Park, you know?
Yeah, is that...
It's like only I can read the scripture of God, not anyone else. But trust me, I was talking to God. Like,
that's like your coaching documents.
Exactly.
I know it looks black, Blissy, okay?
Book.
But trust me.
5 minutes of Joseph Smith or Pride Month? I'd take the 5 minutes of Joseph Smith every day of the week. Come on. Did God tell you to ban Lifeweaver? People be playing Lifeweaver on King's Row.
Yeah.
Like, Gaga. Joseph Stalin can save SSG more effectively by suppressing the enemy team players. Joseph Stalin can, across a 5-year plan, do a lot for our team. But we're gonna need some time to build on it. Ange Prey or Ange Pride? Ange Prey, obviously. And may God have mercy on your soul. Until I look like this IRL, and it's a Wagga emote. That's good to know. Joseph Smith diffs Joseph Stalin. Yeah.
Battle of the Joes.
I diffs him in the clutch. Yeah.
Oh, Metrox was asking any information about Proper. Yeah, he's just been like a permabenched essentially. There's no like real information, but yeah, that's his situation.
He's a little drama queen, is what he is. Do you think if we invited Game for Hope onto the roster, he'd accept the invite and say that he's achieved his goal?
What do you think happens if you did that and he's just like, oh yeah, I did make OWCS. What's the next step?
It could be like a greater good situation where, like, you know, now his wife and kids have a husband that goes to work instead of playing games in plat. Like,
it's like, you know, at the end of Aladdin where the genie gets set free, it's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
He finally
release him from the shackles of his goals.
Free from the shackles, yeah.
I feel like it's possible. I feel like it's really possible that if we throw him on the roster, he'll finally give it up. Next step is GM. True. Thanks for that, Ewans. Thank you very much. Spend your points, money to be made. Everybody gamble with your channel points. Gamble with your channel points. We need redistribution of wealth.
We are
Somebody
50,
could ban Sloan Cameron. Why are you posting the bird with the cock? Like, stop it.
Bird with a cock?
I'm sure someone can post it in your chat.
I've missed some stuff.
Someone go put the bird with the cock in Xavier's chat. Kings Row, Max surely in. Did they show bands yet?
Sorry, I was busy looking at this bird with a cock.
Yeah, it's got a bigger one, isn't it?
Must make it so hard to fly.
I'm not going to disable drops. I refuse. Nothing could make me turn off the drops. You'll have to pry the drops from my cold, dead hands. No Among Ok. Like, can you play Outer Wilds? Doubtful. Very doubtful. Alright. What do we have here? We've got Orisa ban from Crazy Raccoon, Genji ban from Team Falcons, Lucio Bap on either side because it is off-tank v off-tank, so I guess that makes sense. Feels like an interesting defensive starting comp if, you know, maybe Jumpman was in or something like that, but Jumpman is not. Lip is on Farah, but it's attack, so Lip is not on Farah. This is all a lie. Sim on the defense, though, for Team Falcons, so that's interesting.
Yeah, we've seen him do this a few different times here where the Sim can either drop and play bottom right. Thank you into Tiny Flames for the tier 1 as well. Can drop and hold that right side with the turrets, but also can regain the high ground tiers. High ground also important on this King's Row first defense. A tricky point to defend, but if you lose control of a high ground, you will very much find yourself in a position you can't respond to. And it's actually going to be a Sim mirror coming out. Do we need to do a quick sync as well? 46, 45, 44,
thanks, PK.
43, 42, 41.
It just works.
40.
No, 43, 42, 41, 40.
Keep going.
39, 38, 37, 36, 35,
We're perfect.
34, 33. Thank you for the support, Painkiller. I appreciate it. Is the match cinema? They played Jumping on Ram on Ilios when ball was open and Sombra was banned. I just don't get it, PK. But now we've got a second map of Ram Mirror, this time with Max on the Ramatra instead. Stepping up to the point, Harmon just blocking on the corner, but a much better form timing for Max now, so surely there will be a crazy Raccoon step taking place. Stalker just poking away on the Symmetra right now, though. Heesung as well. Ram Sim Mirror. Like, maybe EU was right all along.
Took Korea a while to catch up, but now they finally learned their lesson. Sim TP behind to harass and as a duel out behind grab, but Heesung just found the opening pick onto field, and this means there's no healing for Hanbin, which means Falcons, they're just going to fall over, and nice and easy on the end. Just a right click out of Heesung for that opening pick, and that'll be a quick first point.
Very quick first point indeed. Crazy Raccoon window available as well to keep the tempo up, and multiple back spawns for Team Falcons. So really, if we could get somebody pushing the card after a while, I mean, there's going to be a fair bit of card push here. They're not going to be able to contest in the arch, I don't think. Should be a forward fight here, thanks to the follow. But honestly, they're already halfway there. I guess Simcoms do get back rather quickly, but really, Crazy Raccoon are happy to just post up here and get ready to fight for the corner. Go for their window turn, go for their bowler whenever Lip can be bothered to get himself a good angle. But Heesung already poked out very low early on in the piece by Merit.
Yeah, Merit's got this angle, just putting them under a little bit of pressure, but they are through this first choke for free. Shu has the window ready to go, Fielder just behind. Could be a TP to get a more impressive window position here, but for now they're just slowly trying to force it around the corner. It's actually Fielder who goes first, and they're going to try and kite it, and then Shu's going to have his own turn with his own window.
Yeah, a little bit of a beatdown for Max right now, but that is a low-value ult for Falcons. Fielder's window finds no kills, kited without any huge effort. Now, Crazy Raccoon, here's their swing timing. You see Merit stepping up to the plate. 3 bolts, 0 connects. Bowler shot comes out from... Oh, that is from Merit. Deep from Chirong, and the push is deep. Merit, he will fall to Max's punches. Also going to use the Annihilation is Max. He really wants to finish this fight fast. But Falcons, I mean, they spent heavily. That was double DPS ultimate. That was window. That was Sim Wall. Like... Jeez, Crazy Raccoon might just be good to finish this one now. Window for the touch.
Yeah, Crazy Raccoon had quite a few of their ults just that little bit earlier there, so they invest in those ults. They had a significant beat advantage, but because they had to use so much more into it as well, Falcons' retake should look pretty comfortable here. Crazy Raccoon can window early, potentially making his touch hard. Try and just force out one of these Falcons' ults a little bit early, because if it's just a brawl onto point, Falcons' ults are going to be too powerful. Falcons going to stall out the car right now. Window comes through, looking for their opportunity, but Falcons are just slowing it down. Hanbin is full blocking, has the Annihilation pop now as well. Lamp comes through and Merit finds the pick. So just a 1-for-1 trade. The slow is good onto Shu as well, but if they can find the follow-up kill, Stalker seems to be on the hunt now, but has been forced to recall. So Falcons regain the space, but only 1 kill. Still have beat advantage for this next one though. Wait, is Chirong behind trying to C9 him? It didn't work.
There was an attempt, or at least we think there may have been an attempt. We may never know. Hammond stepping up on the right-hand side, he's going to be just fine. Really, Crazy Raccoon need to wait for Chirong. That previous fight, would have liked to see Crazy Raccoon shooting forward a little bit more, pressuring some cooldowns out of Falcons before they could get that point touch, because the window, low ground, was just matched by Harmon's form. Another lamp has been forced out of Shu early on, though. Looks like he's gone for an aggressive angle, but forced out by the Tracer, perhaps a little bit of peeking from Merit as well. And Falcons, they have very comfortable ults to push here. Bowler comes out, lands on Fielder, but the lamp will deal with that. Now the beat comes out, and it might just be kited. No, Chirong gets caught. Pants down, 2 fights in a row. But Crazy Raccoon have flipped to the objective. Chio's going to have to scramble to the point, give his life away for this one. Fielder goes down. It's actually Fielder to die before Chio, but Crazy Raccoon, they should not be able to... No, I don't think they're going to be able to win this. We need some real Shu magic up on the high ground.
Yeah, it's a 1v2 right now. Shu is still there. Stalker messes his blink up, actually, so the recall's been forced. Chirong is back, but Crazy Raccoon supports want to do it. Hanbin is so low. He's trying to play around his shield. He needs to get to his form. They're pushing the kill. Hanbin does get to the form. The window to try and finish it. Hanbin thinks he can win it. More pressure onto Hanbin, but he's just full blocking. Lamp back from Fielder. And he windows as well, and it forces him back. Windows traded. Falcons, though, they still have DPS ults to throw into this.
Oh, Falcons, they've still got the DPS to keep on fighting. Disaster for Crazy Raccoon, so close to pulling it back from the brink, but time and time again, it's just Shu's window versus Harmon's block, not the matchup you need. Lip pops the bowler on the flank, that's Merit popping the bowler, but Harmon and Chio, they both go down, the TP from side to side. Stalker finds a trade onto Shu, Chirong has the beat, he falls as well. They trade! How are they doing it? They've capped.
Max blocks the Annihilation as well, and Max will clean everything up with this one, but the cap had already gone through there. Falcons, there was almost a chance, But Hanbin dying, he was, what, 97% to Annihilation? That would have changed the course of that fight dramatically. Now Falcons find themselves on 3rd point. But they've done a pretty good job of dwindling Crazy Raccoon's time right now. 2.5 minutes for this 3rd point. Not straightforward at all for him.
It's been a respectable 2nd point defense for Team Falcons. Hello, Cat 2345. Welcome. Chirong has that beat drop available. High ground forced out as Max has to drop away, but Chirong goes down. Fielder just catches him unawares. So Crazy Raccoon back to the drawing board for this one. Chirong's having a hard time this series. Caught out many a time. Stalker will go down to Heesung as well. Geo catches Shu. It's just a slow burn for Crazy Raccoon at this point as Falcons keep stepping up, keep claiming more kills, charging up more ultimates. It's going to be dicey for Crazy Raccoon in this next turn now. As Falcons, they've built up the bank a little bit. They close that double support ultimate. Only opportunity for them is if they can go really fast with the symbol, with the beat drop before these double support ultimate is online for Team Falcons.
The Tracer swap from Stalker has made a massive difference in the course of this opening round here. Stalker is going to have his recall forced early though, so we'll have minimal impact here. And Crazy Raccoon can walk forward, window out the choke. Beat ready to go. Symbol as well if they want to keep going. There's the symbol used in. Beat over the top as well, but Chio is only 10% away. Hanbin's going to soak up a lot of this pressure with his own Annihilation. Chio nearly have a beat, but they kill Hanbin through that Annihilation. He's sang onto the high ground, takes care of Fielder as well. Chio will die before Beat, and Crazy Raccoon, they can convert that ult advantage eventually. Cost him a lot, and Chio has the beat coming back now too.
Good judgment from Crazy Raccoon to get things done before Cheer has the beat drop available, but this next turn is going to be just as difficult for them as they have to contend with an unmatched beat. Alex has a hat. Thank you very much for the prime. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. I hope it's a nice hat. High ground position for Lip right now. He's up top watching the spawn choke. All of the backliners rotate through. Bowler goes wide. Beat comes out in response to the bowler. Doesn't catch Harmon or Stalker. Lip forced off the high ground, and Harmon will catch him with the slow. Disaster scene now for the side of Lip. This is so tough. Max pops the Annihilation up in main. Crazy Raccoon, they're bleeding out. They should not have used that ultimate. Heesung finds the trade onto Mera, but it's not going to be enough. Is it, Xavier? Surely not.
No, Heesung's still backing it up. Hanbin can't finish the kill, so they can stabilize a little bit here, Crazy Raccoon, but Falcons have time to get their spawns coming back through. There's Tracer harassment again with the Lucio. The two-man group just putting a lot of pressure onto Crazy Raccoon's backline, forcing Shu's lamp out early, getting picks, getting trades. Now they come forward, but it's a full neutral. Shu's going to have his window first right now, so Hanbin has to be careful. You see Stalker on the far side still, and it's actually a TP flip coming through. Crazy Raccoon, they TP the Ram in. Merritt is on the high ground, though. He's walked into the Ram. Lamp comes out, but he takes down Shu before window. Merritt might have made the play to save this defense for him now. They clean up Max on point, and we're into overtime. There's just no touch.
There's no chance for Crazy Raccoon being picked apart by Team Falcons right now. Was this on anybody's bingo card? The Team Falcons potential 2-0 lead in the series? Everyone was predicting a blowout here. Crazy Raccoon taking Falcons to Pound Town, but apparently both of these teams are a little bit rocky. Crazy Raccoon is seed number 4 coming out of the seeding tournament. They lost to, is that everyone? Is that everyone?
Yeah, this will be everyone. Yeah. This will be losing to every other team in the Big Five.
Yeah. So it turns out in Korea, there's been like a long storied tradition of us constantly needing to watch Falcons versus Crazy Raccoon over and over and over again in every single grand final. Now we're watching that exact same matchup, El Clasico, but it's C4 versus C5. We can't escape it. Quarters single elim too. Loser just goes straight to the LCQ unless it's Crazy Raccoon, obviously, in which case there's no impact. Is the face cam a bit too big? Am I a bit too large? Would you like me to deflate?
Large.
I'm too big. Better? There you go. Hopefully that's a better size.
Now, typically King's Row is a map we see completed, I think, more often than not, really. So this is a pretty precarious situation for Crazy Raccoon. They'll be starting on more of the same. The Rambap, Lucio, Sim as well here. Falcons up to some shenanigans to try and get Stalker an opening pick on this Widow, but shouldn't be anything coming. You can see it just in the distance. I think Heesang has all of these turrets bottom right, guarding Hotel, just to try and keep control of that area. Max will start on the high ground. Hammond's going to fly out on Diva. We'll see if it's just for scouting or if he's going to come back. Looks like he's walked out on it here. So imagine Falcons want to try and force the low ground a little bit, bait Max down there, and then go onto the high ground. They have a mercy-pocketed Farah as well, so it's going to be all about the DPS angles here for Falcons to crack open this first point.
Love the Mercy pick into the Sim, honestly. Without the Tracer pressuring you from behind, you can just go the greediest support pick possible. Play into your poke as much as you'd like. Hamburg can go touch point on the D.Va, then shift up to the high ground to connect on dives, and there's going to be so much poke to be dealt with. Fielder throwing nades, Stalker and Merit spamming constantly, and you can see Crazy Raccoon, it's going to be difficult for them to even stop ticks from coming through.
Yeah, they isolated it. Oh yeah, Hamburg has just inted there as well. They cleared Crazy Raccoon so far back, but now they're going to try and double down onto Max, but Max has the shield. Stalker's 1 HP. He's on the run. Groups up with his Mercy while Heesang is going to harass from the right-hand side. Fielder just about keeps himself alive, but another TP, more harassment, and Charong is finishing this one off. A good slow there as well onto the supports. Matrix available for Hambin, and Hambin really just gave that one away. Not even a tick conceded for Crazy Raccoon.
It's quite the sell from Harmon. I thought that he was going to try and kite back to his support's line of sight, maybe shift up onto the enemy high ground instead, but no, he decides to wind up face-to-face with the enemy Ramattra on low ground, out of line of sight. Fortunately, spam is good for it. Stalker finds the opening pick onto Heethung. One player advantage already for Team Falcons. Nano boost to keep the party going. Harmon looking for a kill. Maybe that's how he wound up inside, actually. Maybe there was a bolt into a chasing a Lucio situation. But kill converted by Stalker, because Stalker is just the man for the job in all situations. Keeps on pushing now into Max's face. He's got hands up, shields up like he's on LA Gladiators with the LA Gladiators Ramattra skin, but that is a Marvel skin or a Dante skin, not a Rhino, because Rhino was not in the game when Ram came out. Crazy Raccoon, that's not much of a first hold from them. Falcons looking dangerously good right now in this series.
Yeah, they're going to keep the Pharah Mercy as well. They have both a Barrage and about to throw into this one. And actually, this part of King's Row is still pretty good for the Pharah. Damage boosted Barrage or something, a bit of Matrix from Hambin. It's a very hard combo for Crazy Raccoon to deal with. Symbol in many ways might be their best counter to it, as long as Heesang can find the right timing to try and neutralize some of that. Otherwise, they could be on the wrong side of a snowball. And look at Fielder already hiding, looking for potentially a sleep or something if anyone oversteps on this high ground. I don't think Heesang knows, but Barrage comes through. The wall is good, but not good enough. Heesang still gets taken down. They try and respond, but Stalker is good for 2 again. Full pocket coming through. Will clean up these turrets. Drops down to deal with the remaining players. And it's going to be a clean sweep. Dying on the point right now is the rest of Crazy Raccoon. And they will have a retake here. And that was actually, that was Nano, Barrage, and Valk, and Vabola all invested for Falcons. So they've got no orcs left in this snowball.
Very expensive fight for Falcons. It looked good. The eye test looked all right, but the more I think about this, the more it feels like it is absolutely disastrous that Falcons had to spend double DPS and double support for a pulse bomb. Now Crazy Raccoon, real opportunity to plant the flag here. Stop this snowball. Stalker taking a lot of damage over on the side, but only Chio available to heal him because Fielder, he's hiding in wait. Thank you, Heesung. Opening pick, a chance. Nade goes deep, catches shoe. No lamp challenge.
It's late! Now Hambin's all over the backline. They have no ults, but the snowball's still going. Hambin needs to try and live here. Crazy Raccoon, they have so many ults to retake with, but they're going to have to run for this one. Max is the last to spawn. Yeah, they just can't go. They have to concede 7 points. It's going to be a 4.5 minute time bank for Falcons. And remember, they don't even need to complete King's Row. They just need to beat Crazy Raccoon's distance. And it is suddenly looking oh so good for the Team Falcons.
What a disaster. No lamp challenge, pre-fighted on Tracer. Everything that can go wrong does go wrong for the side of Crazy Raccoon. And now, I mean, what can you even say about this? Poor Crazy Raccoon, they've got this huge ultimate bank, but Falcons, they're closing on the same bank the second time around. Crazy Raccoon need to take a fight. They need to start stopping the cart from moving. TP onto the high ground from Merit. Bowler shot lands onto Lip. The beat is pixel perfect from Charong though. So even though the bowler looked incredible, 2 kills for Crazy Raccoon, nothing for Team Falcons. That's bowler and bomb invested. Crazy Raccoon, finally a sign of life.
Yeah, Fielder's still fighting on this high ground, does get a late trade onto Lip, won't be worth all that much. Now eyes on Falcons to see what comp they're going to swap onto here. Might just be a bit of a mirror. Hambin's actually going to go onto the Mauga. Don't need to invite Falcons to do that one. And now they're going to keep the Ana since they have that Nano ready to go. Might just be a Nano Mauga, honestly, into the backline here. But Crazy Raccoon only used the beat in that previous fight. Still a very comfortable situation for them.
Very comfortable ult-wise, but not time bank-wise. 3 minutes and counting, but good start. Shu pops the window. Sticky Stalker will go down. Annihilation from Max as well. Fielder, he's invested the Nano in this, but no kills for the side of Falcons. Lots of skill coming out from Fielder here. It feels like he's doing it all. Just not enough to kill the enemy team, apparently.
Yeah, the problem, because I think Hanbin had used the Stomp to get into that fight. Now, when Hanbin peeks, Shu uses the window, they use the Nano, but what you really want with that Nano is Hanbin to go charging through the window, put a load of pressure onto that backline with the Nano. But Hanbin didn't have his Stomp available, so he's just sort of caught in front of it, trying to burn down the Ramattra. But it's difficult. Beat push now coming through from Falcons, looking for some of these kills here. Lip is caught in the middle, with Hilda will take that one down. Pulse Bomb is good from Heesang, takes down Stalker. An important trade for him now as well as he looks for more. Max is still anchoring the point. The lamp doesn't save Chio. Falcons, they can keep this payload crawling forward, but the trades are going to stop them getting any more progress.
Oh, Max! Max is taking so much damage. The lamp is good, but Max should have his shield soon. It's a 3 versus 3 now, not anymore. There's so many respawns now. I don't know how many Falcons players are back into the fight. There's only the boulder shot available, but Fielder's window is climbing. Merrick goes for the boulder, but the boulder makes you stand still. He gets one clipped. Chio is incredibly low. He goes down as well, and it's starting to slip through the fingers of the Falcons. The Pride Month debuff starting to show for them as Crazy Raccoon, they've planted the flags have, and not just that, they've really whittled the time bank down. There's only a minute and a half left.
Yeah, Falcons are starting to run out of time a little bit, but they do have their cage symbol timing, a window even to throw in as well. And this is the key timing for Falcons, and these ults are going to be so hard for Crazy Raccoon to deal with. You can see Crazy Raccoon, they want to hold forward, but a Sim TP to flip it. Hanbin's already through, and Crazy Raccoon have to reconsider their position, but an opening pick onto Stalker. Couldn't ask for a better pick at a better time, but they're still going to try and window to turn it. They lamp and try and disengage. Max has taken a lot of damage, but Lucio's caught here. Chirong is in trouble. He's under pressure. He has beat. Window from Shu does relieve that pressure, and will have another fight, but now Crazy Raccoon, they have 4 ults to deal with this cage symbol.
They need to block the cart here. They cannot let Team Falcons get any free push because 2 fights could turn into 1 in the blink of an eye. Gambles with the boulder shot. Chio goes down again. Max pushes in, kills both supports before going down. Iron Mike Tyson. So much for plastic Mike. Iron Mike is back. Crazy Raccoon looking worse for wear though, as Shu and Max have both gone down, and you can see Falcons have got 3 on the cart. They've still got the cage for the final turn. Crazy Raccoon, they have the ults to respond. The symbol has been bled out, but really 1 fight win for Falcons will seal the deal at this point, Zav.
Heesang's going to blink through to the right-hand side here. Hanbin's cage is available, but Crazy Raccoon, they have all the ults to work with. Falcons, they really need Chio's beat to be online before they take this fight.
Cage.
Walking round. And a form has been used from Max. He's had to de-peek a little bit, but Falcons also reset. Chio now has the beat ready for this one here. Falcons are slowing it down. Sim TP onto the high ground. Cage comes through, looking for it as well. Doesn't find anything. Hanbin, he's forcing the point, but it's getting stalled out from Heesang. The Cage has found nothing. Now they just have ult advantage. Crazy Raccoon. Merit needs a crazy high noon right now. He's going to drop down looking for the Ramattra. Pulse bombed as well. Gets the damage off, but he's taken down. Now the pressure. The bowler hits as well. And Crazy Raccoon, they make their stand. Chirong gets 1 more boop off the map onto Hanbin, and Crazy Raccoon tie us up.
Hanbin, a little gaga. Zero-man cage and pin off the map for the final fight. Absolute cinema. Max equals win. That's what people have been saying 2 years in a row, 3 years in a row. Homosexual. Max equals win. 4-minute 30 hold on 3rd point there. Incredible. Incredible that at no point do Falcons choose to just mirror the Ramattra that they were absolutely dominating their defense with. And instead, they go from Diva to Malga and piss it away. Oh, awesome. So fucking awesome. I, for one, am here. I'm so happy to be here watching Falcons go to the LCQ in round 1.
I mean, after that defense as well, it started to look like Crazy Raccoon were in danger of just getting blown out of the water in this whole series. But
yeah, it was starting to look like a 0-2. Yeah. Hanbin has been flattened. Painkiller, you're right. Disaster.
And it actually, when we reflect back on it as well, the Falcons' attack was just, they win the snowball fights with the Pharah Mercy and all of this, then they get like the perfect magic picks. And then they actually just lose like 5 or 6 fights in a row on 3rd point, playing into Ramattra.
Yeah, I don't know. Just really, that was the ram from Hanbin there.
Yeah, because once they made that Tracer swap into the sim, it felt like Stalker was getting so much done. They were winning all the neutrals, and part 2, all the value Stalker was able to get sort of uncontested on this flank. I know it's like a bit trickier on 3rd point for Tracer, especially on the attack, but I don't know, it feels like there was still an option for him there. Thank you, Chaz, as well, for the prime.
Big up Chaz. Who's the Apex Legends coach on the section?
Moon's the Apex coach as well, right?
What, Moon?
Yeah, I think he does both, if I'm not mistaken. The Crazy Raccoon.
What? No way. Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure there was, because they had like a big Apex LAN and Moon
How long
went.
has Moon been coaching Apex?
A decent amount this year. Thank you, Jonas, as well for the Prime.
That's how you know this esport is dead, you know? Like, you're struggling to make ends meet so bad, you have to head coach 2 games at once. Like, let me look at Moon's Wikipedia right now. Let me get this
how good is Crazy Raccoon's Apex team?
Okay, they look absolutely awful.
Yeah. No good.
Moon's Wikipedia, 27th in AGLS 2024, 105th to 108th in AGLS 2025 Open, and then 8th in AGLS 2025 Split 1 Pro League APAC North.
They didn't make for LAN? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so he hasn't had like a very storied career, but he does have a sick picture of him holding a trophy at DreamHack.
Yes, it is an Overwatch trophy though, which I think undermines a little bit on the Apex Wikipedia.
It's sick. Brilliant. Yeah.
Are maps how scary than jump-in maps? Certainly seems to be the case, doesn't it?
Jumpin looks like a bum, dude. They put him on his best ball map and they don't ban ball, and Sombra's banned that he doesn't play ball. Like, what's happening here? We can't play ball anymore, Jumpin? Put the B skin on, make the sounds happen when people hit your mind, dude. Come on.
They were at match point but couldn't get the win.
Are they talking about Crazy Raccoon?
Yeah, Crazy Raccoon in the Apex.
Match point but couldn't get the win and came 8th instead out of respect.
Oh yeah, Apex Wikipedia is so hard to read because obviously they do all the rounds.
I have no idea how this works. It's
they play like different. They're in like different pools, like an A, B, and C pool, and then the pools play against like different rounds against each other. It's like, I think it does make sense, but it's like it takes a lot to get to grips with. Yeah, Crazy Raccoon.
I'm simple, like I don't.
Yeah,
this is a nitty-gritty situation.
Oh no, he just qualifies him for the mid-season playoffs. What does that mean? God.
You're down the rabbit hole now, Xavier.
I'm in the rabbit hole. I mean, just even looking at these teams, it's like participants, and then there's like a billion teams. Oh, Falcons have an Australian team in the Apex.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's Zero, Waltzy, Imperial Hal, who's actually American, and then... Oh, these are their coaches. Oh yeah, of course, only 3-person teams. So, yeah, 2 Australians and an American on the Team Falcons Apex roster.
Wait, look at these people.
Oh, wait, OWCS also have a mostly Australian roster.
Apex is an Australian game,
there's
apparently.
So many Australians here, mate.
Falcon, wait.
Shopify have an Australian player. NRG have an Australian coach.
Team Falcons, Zero, and Wukthultsi. I feel like I've died to this guy in PUBG before. Here's 800k. Here's 800k in earnings. Holy shit. One of the most successful Apex Legends competitors. Prime XYZ, thanks for the Prime. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. Are you going to start coaching SSG in Apex now? I'm considering it. I think I might take the Rocket League coach's job. Show the kids how to clean the dishes too. Oh wow, this guy, this Zero guy is just a hard winner in Apex. Like, look at his Wikipedia.
Wait, hold on.
2022.
Check out Enter Force as well. You'll never guess who their coach is.
Enter Force. How do I spell that?
Enter Force.
Enter Force.36. Yeah. The
Korean
coach
team.
is. Where the hell is he?
We'll find it.
Enter Force.36?
Yeah.
Awesome guy.
Awesome guy.
Awesome guy. God.
Oh yeah.
These people just refuse to quit gaming.
I'm on Zero's Wikipedia now as well. It's actually just.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking winner, dude.
Money.
Like, I mean, he's coming first.
800k. Fuck.
Coming first at like all these 300k tournaments, and like, there's only 3 players on the teams in this game, right? What about this other guy? This guy, is he also a winner? No, not like the other guy. So this Zero guy's like an actual fucking champ. Like, Jesus.
Imperial How is the real guy. Yeah, Imperial How rings a bell. I feel like I've heard that name before, which is like. what do you call it? That's like,
Meh.
if you have that kind of international
wow.
recognition, even if you don't follow the games.
Yeah, Imperial Howl's like the same as Zero, but doing it since 2019 instead of 2022.
Yeah. I swear,
He's older.
did Imperial Howl used to play COD as well? I feel like
He's old enough that he should have had a game before this, you know. He's my age. All right, I hear loading in music.
How won every event until Zero won one. All right, so How's been doing it the whole time, and then Zero comes in. How is a popular streamer. Someone apparently hacked him and gave him a cheat menu mid-tournament once.
I remember that. I remember there was like a big exploit where like people were getting hacked and like having shit injected into their clients because the game was like so incredibly insecure.
All right.
Yes, I'm currently looking for a pay up.
Riddle me this one then, Max. Falcons have banned the Ramatra despite having a decent amount of success. And it's going to be a Freya ban on the other side from Crazy Raccoon, who are bringing out the Sim Torb. A bit of a throwback here for Crazy Raccoon. But it's going to be Orisa into the Mauga again here. Same we saw in the first series. A TP flip from Merit sets up that kill onto Lip. Nice little dip in, dip out for Falcons. They get this opening pick. And Crazy Raccoon just already on the back foot, trying to get out. Shua's had to lamp early. They are slow on resources. Crazy Raccoon are going to try and get out with their remaining 4 players. They are good for it, actually. And this will mean first flip in for away of Falcons.
Your Remedy 1, thank you very much for the resub. Welcome back to the Parasocial Friends Club. I don't think Crazy Raccoon was shitting the bed on purpose. Now we've got Harmbit under a lot of pressure though. Takes so much damage, has to invest the shout and the stomp, runs away. Oh no. 1-for-1 trade here between Lip, but both supports are dead for Team Falcons now. Shu pushing deep, has the lamp, pops the lamp to keep himself alive, kills Merit. This is no good for Falcons. Flip is going to go right back to Crazy Raccoon now. I was going to say, it's always difficult if a matchup devolves into a Sim Malga matchup versus Team Falcons. But to be perfectly honest with you, Orisa's in the game. Malga's not that good versus Orisa. Malga's a strong pick when Orisa's out of the game, but I'm not so sure that that's the case when Orisa's still in it. I think this is going to be a very difficult one for Team Falcons. Really going to have to lean on their elite Malga play in order to make it work.
Here in the turret as they come through, they're going to TP from below ground. They have a symbol advantage here as well. Stalker drops out along with a Kitsune Rush as well. They go in. Stomp is big. Window comes out from Shu as he tries to live a beat over the top from Chiu as well. Chorong doesn't have one yet. So the ult advantage is converted by Team Falcons, but we are in extremely expensive territory there. Free for a window.
It's apparently a very scary window as Shu has been stomped and throws it down in a panic right before he dies. Team Falcons now, a bit light on the ultimate, and Crazy Raccoon are just going to be able to step up to the plate and use whatever they want. Lip misses the TP, tries to TP over to the right-hand side, gets it on the wrong Lip, which means that their rotation is a little bit slow. Team Falcons, they're going to try and catch this rotation. Counter angle with that overclock. Merit will fall. 1-for-1 trade. Lip goes down. Fielder falls as well. Crazy Raccoon dumping support ultimates into this one, but Shu goes down as well, so it's even. It's a 3 versus 3. Huge health advantage for Crazy Raccoon, but they need to be concerned about the touch. I want to say, yeah, no, Stalker goes down. Yeah. Lip over on the objective with Chorong, and that is going to be Crazy Raccoon winning the fight while holding on to 2 ultimates as well.
Yeah, not too bad for Crazy Raccoon. Did have a few of their ults forced out there, but they still have a Terror Surge and Molten Core, a pretty lethal combo as well. And also a very lethal combo when it comes into matching up against the Cage. So normally Cage is such a fight-winning ultimate, but in this particular situation, it's going to be really tricky for Hanbin here. Even if you can cage a key target, the Molten Core is going to burn through it so quickly. You might even have to just cancel the Cage and run away or something. It's an early Molten Core to make the touch hard. Hanbin's going to go through, hits the stomp, forces the lamp, Cage through over the top as well, but no Molten Core in that Cage. But Hanbin has been one shot. Terror Surge over the top to finish the job from Max. Now it's just Merit and Stalker left alive, but the DPS, they surely can't clutch this one. Max cleans up everything there, and Crazy Raccoon, great response there. Take the first round.
Merit good for his 1, but ultimately Crazy Raccoon good for it. I do think that it's so hard to play the Mauga in these matchups, Xavier. Mauga's been nerfed into the ground. Orisa matches up so well into the Mauga, does so much damage to him in the neutral, constantly forcing his skills early, making you rush into the engagements. DP flip from Falcons though, and they've got the symbol available. That is going to counter out Shu's window. They're waiting on that symbol. They're going to wait until the point unlocks, and then it's going to be time to step up and fight.
looking for their opportunity now. Merit has a full rail available. Max is closing the distance on him already. Little boot back, Symbol to help pocket Merit through that as well. And Max is in all sorts of trouble right now. Hanbin is low. TP as well comes out, but they don't need it. They just kill Max. And Crazy Raccoon seem pretty happy actually just to sell Max in exchange for that ultimate. They even get first flip as well. So, not too bad for Crazy Raccoon. Decent economic one there, forcing out the Symbol. And actually, they're making a mess of this right now. The trades are coming through. Surely Hanbin can close this one out. They do flip a point. But the trades are going to be painful. It means Falcons can't really hold forward. They might be able to kill Lip late. It might save them if they can, but the TP out. And Crazy Raccoon making Falcons work for everything right now.
Yeah, it does seem like even if they make a meal of it, they do wind up winning the fight. Lip now has his own stim wall available though. TP out onto the objective, quick flip, bypassing the choke. Stim wall comes up onto the point as well. Hanbin pummeled by damage, can't even get back in line of sight of his support. So that's double support ultimate from Team Falcons, but still nothing but a dead Hanbin, I'm afraid. Falcons now trying to kite this one out. Absolute disaster for them. 2 for 2 ult trade, conceding the flip very early on in the piece. No value from the beat or the window there for Field to Chio.
Avoid any late trades at least, as Hisang's going to throw his turret out onto the wall, and Falcons can now retake with this overclock, but they have to be careful walking up, because Toronto's going to drop that beat into them. They're going to try and maybe TP flip to the far side here if they can, Falcons, but Stalker's taking a lot of damage. Merit has the angle, but Falcons are a little bit beat up.
Oh, beat the counter out, the overclock now from Chirong. Very good indeed. Max has the Terror Surge available as well. Field the first to fall. Max pushes deep, misses the spear. Doesn't make a lick of difference because everybody on the side of Falcons is dead. Harm and Chio jumping off the map, but these fast resets aren't going to save the day here. Falcons, they can't get a fast recontest because Stalker and Chio are on a different wave. They're respawning later. No chance for a touch.
No chance for a touch, which means it's just going to be 2-0 for Crazy Raccoon, and Falcons now have to try and reverse sweep this one. No sign of a swap coming out from Hanbin as well. They're going to keep sticking onto this. Simwall and Cage are going to be up for Falcons. But Crazy Raccoon, they have the Terror Surge, they have the window, they can still make it very awkward for them. And they have the chance to go early if they want as well. You see Lip already harassing. They're looking to try and catch him on the rotation. Big damage onto Chio. They're trying to rotate away. Are slowed down by the Sim turrets. And now still got the TP out. So now Falcons, they have space and control of point.
Oh, point control early on, but the window comes out from Shu now. Backstep from Team Falcons, and look at this. Stimwall on, Stimwall in kind, and that is just going to be an easy one for Team Falcons. Actually, they clean up Shu's window, finding no value whatsoever. It's so hard to win these Simwall fights. Simwall, so disruptive in these comps. You need to get out of dodge. You can't fight into it 99% of the time. And again, Simwall comes up, Team with the wall wins.
Looks good for Falcons, but Crazy Raccoon are now going to have a lot of their ults available. Again, they have this Terror Surge and Molten Core. Great ults for fighting in Hanbin's cage. And they're even going to have their own Sim Wall as well. So Falcons might have to consider maybe just looking to trade the ults for the long term here. See if they can just win an economic victory here. Molten Core early from Hisang. It's just going to be kited out. The TP flip comes through now, but Max, he wants to close this distance. Terror Surge comes through, catches Fielder. He goes down. The spear is good as well. And they'll convert it off that Terror Surge. Well played. Forces the cage out as well, and pretty reasonable fight for Crazy Raccoon to get to hold on to that Sim Wall, most importantly, for the next fight.
Yeah, the fact that Crazy Raccoon have a Sim Wall for this final turn could spell disaster for Team Falcons. Now Hanbin makes the swap over to the Orisa. Malga Gambit is complete. No such luck, I'm afraid. Lip poking over on the side, gets himself speared up, but should be fine. He has the TP to kite away. But that perk that means the TP heals him up ever so slightly as well. Here comes the touch for Team Falcons. They need to beat over the symbol or completely disengage it. But to make Lip use it in the first place is already a struggle because all the pressure is on Falcons. They're the ones that need to do something. That's a terrible symbol.
Oh, the symbol's
Ajax.
out, and oh, Chio Ajax is disaster for him. It looked so good after the symbol felt a little bit far away, not really connected, but Stalker's traded too. They're not out of it yet. Javelin denies the TP, but Stalker's still going strong, and Falcons are going to clean it up. No beat, no problem. The DPS from Falcons get it done, as they so often do for this team. Great retake for Falcons there, and they've kept themselves in this map.
Absolute disaster for Crazy Raccoon there. They had all of the tools. They had the symbol. They had the Ajax onto Chio, but still, Falcons have managed to clutch it out. And now the clutch factor continues as Hisang gets pre-fighted. Oh. Sticky turret up on the choke. That's not going to make a lick of difference, buddy. You're dead. Crazy Raccoon there on the retreat as Falcons just keep pressing all the way to spawn. You can see Lip might be trying to find a TP angle here, seeing if he can flip around the enemy team's formation, rotating over to the left, but he looks a little bit alone right now. Merit has the clock as well. If they TP wide, Merit is going to pull that clock right away, start taking names.
TP flip from Falcons just above the point. Now they come through. Window has been used already. They have the sim wall, but Crazy Raccoon, they have ult soon as well. Here comes the beat push. Overclock is out. Sim wall there from Stalker to try and buy some. They're still using this window a bit, but they can't find anything. TP on aggressively, but Merit, he can't find any of these kills. The TP's taken so much attention. He's trying to hunt down Lucio. Can find Charong eventually, but it's only a 1-for-1 trade. Hanbin making some moves onto this Torb. Terror Surge been used from Max on point. Now he's looking for the Sojourn as well. Javelin is good. Max will confirm the kill as well. Now full beam is lip. Hanbin is low. The cap has gone through though, so it doesn't make a lick of difference.
Crazy Raccoon C9, the point, they clutch the impossible fight. They're playing into sim wall, overclock, and window, and they have to touch point. And somehow, some way, Falcons use all three of those ultimates all at once. Completely fumble it. Fortunately, Crazy Raccoon have no interest in touching the point. Gaga. Gaga indeed. Welcome to the chat. Now, Crazy Raccoon, they have a huge ult swing. They've got double DPS ultimate. The team with the sim wall tends to have a good chance at winning it, but Harmon, he might be able to counter it out. If he can get close, get a big Terror Surge up, there is an opportunity to win this particular sim wall fight. Lip also not famous for his usage of the sim wall, but he's going to open up with an early pop shot here. All over the point, sticky cum, zoning the objective, but Harmon pops that Terror Surge, gets the lamp. He's still alive, but for how long? Well, apparently long enough. It's instead going to be Shu that gets pushed. That's Fielder. And down he goes. Falcons falling over by the wayside. No sim wall, no win.
No, converted it quite easily in the end there as well. Able to survive the Terror Surge from Hanbin. Hanbin did survive, but he had to drop underneath, so he was just very separated from all of his team, and Falcons just lose all of their formation and chance to really continue taking that fight. So Crazy Raccoon, taking this first one, have a window for next, but this time they have the beat ready to go through, and look at the swaps. D.Va, Tracer coming out from Falcons, and this is going to be an aggressive beat push. All the pressure will be on Shu here.
Oh, Shu really has the weight of the world on his shoulders at the moment. Has the window online, needs to find a clutch timing, needs to perhaps, you know, flank a little bit with it, get himself an angle that he can get it done. Beat comes out from Chio early on in the piece. Charong's on the run. He's given him the slip. Window comes from Shu. It looks all right. Looks like he's got a good angle for the point, but Max is a bit lost. No healing. The lamp is good. The Terror Surge to keep him alive. It's good. This is last fight territory. It's not the end of the world. If they demech Harmon here, if they stagger him out a little bit and kill everyone else, don't even need to stagger him, really. They just need to clean up these kills. Shu's been traded. Maybe they're not out of the woods yet, but with Merit going down as well, Stalker has to do it all.
He has to keep in mind for touch as well. Stalker can't afford to go down. He is underneath. He has recall if he needs it. As he regrips, he dies. Disaster. Now it's Chio who needs to get the touch, but there's just no way for him to get the touch. And Crazy Raccoon close out on New Chunk City, take the lead in the series for the first time.
Oh, looked a bit more competitive when Harmon made the swap over to the Orisa. I feel like the Malga pick was just a bit too dicey, a little bit too much of a 50-50. But honestly, Crazy Raccoon, it's rare that we see these brawly mirrors come about and they actually come out on top. Usually, Falcons are the kings of the push-pull here. But maybe the addition of Merit, the loss of Proper, there's a certain aura loss that has taken place for the side of Team Falcons. And now they're just hopeless, especially in this given month.
Can't argue with it, and now that was for Ramban as well, but to be fair, actually, the best look was when they were playing the Ram Mirror and they had Stalker on Tracer, for Falcons at least here. So, potential they can at least just go back to that now. If anything, I don't know if it's actually Crazy Raccoon who would be more interested in banning the Ram here or something.
Yeah, I feel like Crazy Raccoon would not mind banning that out, just getting Max in, but honestly, did they win on King's Road because Max was diffing on Ram? Like, if they ban out Ram, what's going to happen? Like, is it just going to be another horse mirror? Like, to keep horsing around? Yeah.
Yeah, well, it feels like the end of that New Junk City feels like it might be the end of Falcons investing into the Malga and these type of mirrors, you know? Like, maybe into the Ram they would still do it, but...
Go to Gibraltar. Like, go to Gibraltar, ban D.Va, play Monkey Mirror. Someone's dead after all, so...
Yeah. Have we not... Did we see someone... I guess we only played one game, like, over these last couple of weeks, right? So... Did we see someone...
I'm not sure if someone's... I think someone might be hard benched.
Oh.
Yeah. Can't bench them back. Someone just... Poor bastard. Poor bastard. Can't catch a fucking break.
No. Only good on
They don't seem to have any interest in, like... Yeah, they don't have any interest in, like, getting the escort pick out early, though, is the thing. He needs Lenny. He can't perform without Lenny.
Yeah. Well, you know all about that.
He literally won the Overwatch League. He won the Overwatch League without Lenny. But yeah, let's not worry about that.
When's the Max apology
Would
video dropping?
Genji...
No, this is classic. This is classic esport fan revisionist history. Now, because a player starts playing well now, they were always this good. We just didn't see it.
Exactly. If someone plays worse, they were trash all along.
Yeah. Actually, someone was never good, right? We can clearly see he's not good. The same thing happens. Who's the one before I went away? People were saying the same about Admiral, and they're saying, wow, you really underutilized his flexibility on London. It's like, no, he didn't. He was rubbish at the other heroes on London. It's a story of Admiral getting good. Change, development, improvement, getting better or worse. Is this not why we watch sports, esports?
To say he was bad before and got better now is not an indictment on him. It's a praise,
compliment,
you know? Exactly.
You know, like people were saying, I've not seen the games obviously, but everyone was talking about like what a week Zest had, right, in these seeding games. Like, was it like free
He's
play
always
of the
been
matches?
this good, mate.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, but what you actually want is Zest has now gone from this sort of mid-tier Korean flex DPS to now he's just beating up the best kids in the region. This is like a huge step up. Like, that's not an easy thing to do, especially so like Zest has had a pretty lengthy career, you know. It's like a really impressive thing to do.
Development under Chrysler just doesn't happen. Theory.
Except for that time when Chris joined London and everyone thought our players were shit and Chris got coach of the year.
Completely turned the team around.
Yeah.
Remember that? You remember that time where it's like they did well in like a bunch of different metas, and they came top 6 in Overwatch League in a Winston meta and in a Junker Queen meta, and they played Ryan. Does anyone remember that time? And then in the following year, they came top 6 in the Overwatch League again. But development literally doesn't happen under Christopher. Never forget.
Things never change, Max. They're always the same. You just don't always realize, but they've always been the same the entire time.
It was a fluke. It was a 2-year in a row fluke. And then they weren't bad last year either, were they? In 2024?
Oh, SSG.
Like they won Europe once. Yeah, they won EMEA once. They came second once. Wait, they won EMEA twice, right? They won EMEA more than anyone else. Is that right?
Yeah, I think, was it stage 2 and 4 or something, maybe?
Yeah, they won. Nobody else won EMEA twice, so they won EMEA most of anyone last year. Yeah, Chris sucks. Is basically the takeaway. Yeah, this guy's a fucking
after running the numbers, I think actually, yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, by the numbers, 2 top 6 Overwatch League playoff finishes, and fire this guy now.
Top 6. There's only 8 teams. Not in Overwatch League, there wasn't.
Oh my god.
Top 6 in Overwatch League.
Oh my god.
Impressive, I think. Really impressive.
Chris, after Saudi money is washed, bold of you to assume that they're receiving Saudi money. It's actually what we call a Saudi Arabian makers situation is what is taking place over at the Ultimates right now, Pass Out 72.
It's actually, you don't know, but it's actually the opposite problem.
Yeah. And you can see that I'm not bullshitting from the way that Zavi reacts when I say this. Like, just put it out there, bro. It's like, yeah, like, who are you? What's the point of keeping this little secret? Like, you know? It's like, who's benefiting from this one, you know? No wins equals no pay. Hey, sometimes they be winning.
Honestly, CX, I do see your point. 4 months ago, I was plat. Now I'm in plat, close to plat. Improving is a real thing.
Alright, so now we've got Jumpman back in.
Enjoy, mate.
Speak of the devil, maybe one of those beers that I put in the fridge has cooled down enough to the point that I can drink it now. Can you refund me my 0 points? I didn't know Jumpman is in. I'm afraid, poor some OW, that all bets are final.
All bets are final. Can we get some analysis going? What do you want to analyze? Why Sim? Just really good at so many of these brawl comps. Especially good into the Orisa. Sim Wall's so powerful in these big ones as well. Like, we sort of saw on New Junk City, right? We were talking about it at the time of, like, the conversion rate of those Sim Wall fights were, you know? So it really becomes the most powerful ultimate. You even see ults like the cage actually becomes like a much less significant ult in a lot of these fights as well. So that, the TP allows you to kite out a lot of these key ults as well. It allows you to do like crazy creative stuff as well when you're in ult disadvantage situations. So it lends itself pretty well in all of these fights. And once you get full beamed, the Sim can just hard carry as well. And I think with like I forget the exact buffs, but BAP's slightly buffed, right? So it just seems like this Sim is just a little bit harder to kill in a lot of these situations. Like, how many times for either team, Falcons or Crazy Raccoon, did we really see the Sim dying first at any point?
All right, what do we see here? A monkey ban has been used by Falcons on
Colosseo.
This is Colosseo, so now monkey is unblockable on Gibraltar, but you'd probably just be banning D.Va anyway on GB. But I guess this is better to not ban D.Va, and then you can keep playing your Ana Brig.
Yeah.
So I think it's just not a great. It's not really cold. It's not really warm either. You know when a beer's like somewhere in the middle, like it's just not.
Yeah. Who are these guys?
It's not great. What the fuck? Is that a white person in the WDG crowd?
Yeah, the
cracker check on this guy. Who's the cracker on the left? We got to find out here.
Someone identify this cracker for me.
Yeah, we need a cracker check right now. Let's who is that? Is that Super?
Is it?
Wait, there's another one. There's two.
Wait, I think there might be three. There's a whole pack of crackers.
Hand the camera to the left. A pack of crackers. they're reading chat like. This is insane. This is actually insane. We got a whole packet of crackers in the. I don't know. A pack of digestives out there. What did you say? Game of the Hope with a white guy. Yeah. All right, rolling straight into this one. Completely different matchups. Both teams staying true to the dominant Lucio BAP meta that we seem to be seeing all over the place. No interest in BAP Brig apparently. Lucio BAP is king over here in Korea. And Stalker is on Sombra and running back to spawn. So Stalker has discovered something that has made him immediately flee the scene of the crime and swap hero.
I've discovered something as well. We've got a cracker identification. I'm being told by Icy. That's my mate James. He plays collegiate Overwatch for Belfast in the UK.
Hello, James.
Cracker identified. At least one of them. Maybe they're all called James. It's going to be a Farah swap from Stalker here onto the Colosseo. And a very, bit of a weird comp here from Falcons. Not something we expect. The Farah's going to be awkward for the Sim to deal with as well. But Lip can challenge that Farah pretty consistently here. Falcons going to have to play this one slow as Jumbin on the Remarcher against the D.Va can just keep standing on point and slowly but surely nudging the cart forward, clearing space for his team. It's really on Falcons for their DPS to find an angle and Hambin to find a timing onto the backline here. But on this first fight on Colosseo, it's such a long stretch of the map. Really hard for Hambin to close the distance.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Stalker over on the side, just spamming from a million miles away. Lip's already got himself a bowler shot, but Crazy Raccoon, they're the ones that are bunkered up on the point, slowly edging out those meters. Falcons are about to have their swing timing, though. Fieldless window is 99%. Surely we're going to make something happen. I see a little bit of a flank here coming out from the Chasm. The D.Va bowler shot lands. Somehow, someway, Lip has survived. Merit missing absolutely every important shot. And this is worst case now for Falcons because they've let the cart slip past them. 30 meters on the clock, and they've lost the choke. They've lost the high ground.
Hambin's going to get cleared off now as well, and this payload's just going to keep moving around. Shu can get onto the high ground, position himself in that window, the TP for everyone to flip. Jumpin will keep moving the point forward. I think they might just be waiting for beat here, potentially Falcons. Shio's only 3% off, and then they can try and go through that window. Tronk doesn't quite have the beat to match, and there's a timing here for Chio. He's going to go aggressive now, catches everyone, pressure onto Shu. He drops down onto the low ground, gets the lamp off as well, but Stalker does find the trade before going down, and Falcons have taken the payload away from Crazy Raccoon here.
Oh, jeez. Out of respect, Harmon continuing to not play the hero that he absolutely dominated Jumbin in on the mirror, and Max as well. Stay off Ram, buddy. Whatever you do, don't play Ram. Jumbin pops the form, does not yet have the annihilation, so this should be a few meters on the board for Team Falcons now, or at least a push up to the corner. Stalker has that barrage in the back pocket, but there's already another boulder shot available for Lip, and worse still, High Noon comes out from Merit, but beat in response, Symbol as well. Merit under so much pressure, and the lamp comes late from field of the late lamp challenge. Now, everybody from Falcons is slowly bleeding out. Stalker puts the barrage, he finds 2 trades. This is not going to be enough.
No, the beat ends up being too much extra health for Falcons to really kill through here. And as well as for Ram making Hanbin's life really difficult, the Sim does very much the same job here. So Hanbin has such a tough time. We're actually going to get Stalker in a swap onto a Freya. So a sort of double hit scan-esque composition here from Falcons. Again, they've got to try and play for angles, play for these wide fights, set something up. And it's going to be, I know, it just feels like it's going to be so difficult for Falcons to get the situations they want on this part of the map once we're in this corridor. It's not a very wide part of the map. It's difficult for Stalker or Merit to find any meaningful positions. And Crazy Raccoon, now they have a significant lead, they can just slow it down as well. Force Falcons to try and make a move.
Such bizarre comp choices coming through from Falcons. The double hit scan with the Diva. Grow up. I can't take it serious. Jumbin now taking a lot of damage up in main, has to use the shield and the form, swings deep, window from fielder and shoot both, but the bowler shot on the angle is so good. So much damage, but Stalker apparently is better still. Finds the kill onto Heesung. Remech from Harmon as well. He will not fall because Jumbin, out of respect, will not pop the annihilation to kill him. Flashbang onto Jumbin now. He's trying to press the advantage, but he can't quite find the kill. Stalker's traded, but Shu goes down as well. Harmon is doing it all. And now, finally, Falcons are able to post some meters. They're finally winning a fight relatively clean.
Super important remake now for Hanbin, and they can clean up Jumbin on point. He will pop one more form before eventually going down. We'll come back with this annihilation, but Team Falcons, I imagine they're going to start through pressuring point, and then as soon as Jumbin drops, a chance to beat push aggressively over the top. Merit will have a hard time taking the high ground, of course, but everyone else from Falcons can fly up there. But Fielder has to be a little bit careful here as Lip's taking a wide angle. We'll manage to regroup back, but it means Falcons are back onto the low ground here. All about this beat timing for Chio.
Look, if they can get a good beat push opportunity here, if they can catch the backliners, go deep with Stalker. The thing is, Merit's just going to be stuck on the low ground. So hard to beat push with Merit. A liability on the Cassidy. No ability to flip up to the high ground whatsoever. Maybe needs to go for a flank here. Here it is. They push main. Everybody's on the low ground. They're trying to find backliners, but they simply cannot. And there's Merit, the liability, caught up in main, being walked on by the Sim and the Ramatra. And this beat push has been a disaster. 1 for 2 trades right now. Falcons disadvantaged. Bolt splashes. Fielder has the lamp available, keeps himself alive, but now Jumbin's going for gold. He wants to kill backliners. Shoes, which have been traded out and all this, but Stalker goes for the bowler, doesn't connect the kill. Oh, Falcons, it's looking rough.
Yeah, Hanbin is still here, actually ceding a few meters as well. They're going to try and stop Fielder getting out, and they get the D-Mech as well. They can stagger out the baby here. Hanbin has to go die on point. And they got a few meters back on the board, Falcons, but it's still quite a long way back. For saving grace, Crazy Raccoon haven't actually got checkpoint yet either, so it's still plenty of time for Falcons to stabilize here. They've got the window, they've got the high noon. Not the greatest ults, especially when you factor in Crazy Raccoon have the sim wall to push with as well as that TP. Instead of having to leave their cast behind or someone on below ground, they can all take the high ground. They come through, but Shu has been one shot. The sim wall comes through anyway. Window on the high ground, but Falcons are kiting it. Bowler comes out. High noon is popped. Lamp available as well. Beat comes through as well. Boop down. Merit's going to drop onto the low ground. Does he find anyone? No. Now he's isolated there. Stalker's going to try and take over the touch, but they are getting bled out. The ult's just about getting the job done for Crazy Raccoon in the end. They just need to clean up this final kill on point. They'll do that. They'll get the checkpoint, and Falcons have to regroup.
No Shu, no worries. Falcons, they can't survive all of the ultimates thrown at them by Crazy Raccoon, and now the advantage is just getting bigger. Fielder's over to the Kiriko now, going to a hero where he can flip the map, but his DPS still appear lost in that regard. Cassidy, Freya, grow up, guys. Now, Window comes out from Shu up on the high ground, flank from Lip. He's getting the better of Stalker. Merit goes down again to the Ramatra. Get off Cassidy, you fucking moron. Now, Lip flanks over to the side, kills Fielder and Hanbin. It's starting to look like the curtains are about to close on Falcons. It's a first 4. The curtains are not yet closed.
They're certainly getting drawn, though. Light diminishing on Falcons' chances here to stay in this playoff tournament. Remember, it's single elimination, so Falcons lose today. They are out and going to have to do it the hard way through the last chance qualifier if they want to make the next major. Now, swaps all over from Falcons. It's going to be Venture and it's going to be Orisa and Merit onto the Sojourn. Bola from the top rope, but Hanbin's just killed Heesang before anything has happened. They trade out Stalker for it as well. So 4v4, but Crazy Raccoon, they don't need to invest anything more here. They can just make it difficult. Force Falcons to work for it, bleed more time off the clock. Jumping, walking forward, does have that Annihilation. Stalker's actually going to swap onto the May during all of this as well. But Crazy Raccoon have bought time for their respawns here. Oh,
Xavier, we're 5 meters out from Averil Theory coming into effect, and the swaps have actually been made by Team Falcons to make the match winnable again. They've got heroes that can adequately pressure Crazy Raccoon now, that can flip, that can deal with the Ramattra, that can deal with the Sim. I'm not going to call it a comeback, but what I've seen Falcons make swaps to here, I think they have a chance at a comeback. Even if the ult economy is a little bit dire, even if Crazy Raccoon have the advantage and they have the unbeatable Sim wall, there's a chance.
There's a chance. Double support ult for Falcons to try and make this one work, but it's going to be so difficult to fight into this symbol and its Annihilation. Falcons will have a hard time going first, I think, in a lot of these, because Crazy Raccoon can just match all the ults, then they can even have a later beat as well. Symbol comes through, Kitsune rush in response, Lip trying to go it, but Stalker's just pushed forward, he's found the kill during all of it. Beat comes through now from Chorong, but they are a player down still. It's a later beat, but is it enough? Annihilation still on point. Stalker still walking forward, looking for more jumpers. Annihilation continues to go, but Hanbin is just pushing him around. Heesang's going to try and TP in for something, but Merit's found the kill, and Falcons, they've dealt with all of the ults. They're winning the fight. No one's even been traded. Jumpin's going to get cleared up on point, and now Falcons, they are the ones with the ultimates as well. A late trade onto Merit, an annoying one to deal with for Falcons, but now it's a crucial fight win. Jumpin's still alive. He's been lamped, actually.
If they don't kill Jumpin soon, they're going to be in a world of pain. Jumpin now swings over to Chio. Beats Chio into the wall. Falcons, they got through the hard part, but Crazy Raccoon, they've managed to survive. Just juggling aggro for so long, and now 2 players of Falcons have gone down to the advantage scene. Blizzard comboed, but they don't catch anybody.
Oh, that's so
Double combo when it's over. Don't call it a comeback because it's not one.
No, and Falcons, they had time for another fight. They didn't need to go for that clutch there, but they really should have won that. It looks so good. They dealt with the whole advantage, but now they've blown all their ults as well. Falcons going to have to do an even more improbable comeback here. Merit's overclock to kick it off. Crazy Raccoon don't have anything just yet, though, but Crazy Raccoon are getting very close to their next Annihilation and Symbol turning, which could just be the end of the map here for Falcons.
Oh, Merit's gone down pre-fight. No overclock for the final fight. Tio falls as well, 98% on the beat. At this point, we might as well just pray for trades and a quick recontest because it's looking so incredibly dire for Team Falcons. Chio's going to come back into this one. Stalker's actually down 2. Till Shu with his ice block. Hot is Shu. And now there is a chance. Stalker's good for 3. Too angry to die. Too angry to lose this series. Finds a 3rd kill. Merit, he manages to find a kill as well. Falcons, they actually have huge ults for the next turn. Stalker has another Blizzard. TP out for Jumpin now. He's trying to kite away. He will get the kite away. Wall comes up from Stalker just to block line of sight. Don't call it a comeback. Heesang, wait, the TP was out, but Heesang is in.
I think they took it in like opposite, like Jumpin TP's out, Heesang TP's in.
In the night?
They do have Wall and Annihilation available, Crazy Raccoon, and nearly Chorong's beat as well. But Falcons have a bit of a window here if they can find it, but they've struggled to clean up these fights. Now, dropping it. Where its Shu is in, he's lamped aggressively. The symbol comes through. Blizzard comes out on top of that as well. Overclock as well. Beat is available for Chio. Chorong doesn't quite have yet. Jumpin's walked into the Blizzard. He's going to be okay, though. Beat over the top now from Chio. Chorong still needs 10%. The window comes out. They've killed Heesang. They've C9'd. They've lost control of the payload. Hanbin was pushed off it. And what could have been a clutchable situation falls apart.
No value with Merit's overclock there, but God, I mean, you've got to hand it to him. You know, in the clutch, Jumpin, I mean, Max, no, it was Jumpin, just walks into the Blizzard and freezes himself out of respect. Yeah, I mean, he thinks he's line of sighting it on the corner or something, just walks into it and just turns into a little icicle.
Max, as a heat wave in the UK, I was in Greece. Greece was hot. I feel it, you know? You just want the cold air. The cold breeze can save you sometimes on these hot days. So Jumpin's just trying to cool off a little bit in the weather.
Poor bugger. Poor bugger. Stalker, man. Nobody has ever been better. Stalker on T1 would never lose a team fight. Genuinely, if you had Stalker on T1 instead of Zest, holy shit. I mean, honestly, like, just get Stalker a proper, dude. Like, if Stalker had somebody that instead of playing Cass for 9 minutes and then going Sojin and getting picked 4 times in a row, like, if he just had another flex DPS player that's the best in the world, like, probably be a good situation for Falcons right now. But unfortunately, Proper's missing in action, and Merit has seen almost 100% playtime this stage.
All right, I'm gonna go grab a drink for what could potentially be.
Oh, shit, I was about to get up, but
Falcons getting eliminated.
Yeah, here's hoping. love to be dressed up for Falcons' downfall, you know.
I mean, well, they're right on track because these maps, they feel like they're getting less and less convincing as time goes by.
Yeah, I mean, all we needed was Falcons on a good comp, and they've just not done that for like 3 maps in a row. It's like they have an Orisa mirror, which is something they should be confident in versus that team, and they just play Naga, and then they play D.Va into Ram. Like, I don't
they
know.
looked okay on that mirror as well. Like, that King's Row wasn't a Ram problem at all, I think. It was just, yeah, I don't know. All right, I'm grabbing a drink. I'll be right back.
Imagining how good a Stalker proper DPS duo would be. If only they were already on the same roster for 18 months or something. They still qualify through LCQ, right? It's not guaranteed, Jay. Like, Falcons will go to... If Falcons lose this, they will go to the LCQ, but they'll still have to beat the other bottom seed from Korea. So they'll still have to beat the Zeta Division or AG or T1, you know? Like, another Korean team is going to the LCQ alongside Falcons. So, like, there's a real chance here. There's a real chance here that Falcons could fumble it. Because they look good here, but, like, all of these teams have looked insane for the past couple of weeks. Like, explain the LCQ, please. You can self-fund your way to Riyadh to compete in a last chance qualifier. If you're like one of any of the top teams, God, look at the Falcons GM right now. This guy looks absolutely just tickled pink with this situation. Yeah, you can self-fund your way to the LCQ. So like all of the like teams in like, you know, 4th place, 5th place, NA, EMEA, they all get invited, but you have to pay your way to Riyadh. You have to pay for flights and pay for accommodation in Riyadh in order to participate in the last chance qualifier. And whoever comes first to the LCQ gets a slot at EWC and gets their payment, like get their hotels and stuff reimbursed. But like ultimately, I don't think that many teams are going to want to go to the LCQ because there's such a high chance that the Korean team is just going to win. Like one of the 2 Korean teams that go is just going to win. That it's like you're paying for what really? Like you're paying to go all the way to Riyadh, which is very expensive. To travel all the way over to Riyadh, you're going really close to Iran. Like I'm gonna keep it $8 with you guys. Like I'm not super keen on going to the Esports World Cup right now in light of the current geopolitical state. You know, really close to Saudi Arabia. There's something going on. So I'm not crazy about, you know, visiting that part of the world right now, just from like a safety standpoint. So self-funding to go to the LCQ sounds fucking insane, actually. I think it's like a controversial take to say that you don't want to go like in like quite close vicinity to a country that's being repeatedly threatened to be nuked. Like, look, if my Twitch chat says that it's nothing, then my worries will be, you know, set at ease. LTQ is 1 match between Falcons and the other team. Yeah, pretty much. And you have to go 2 weeks early to make it. It's only over 3 days, so you have to stay there forever. Nothing ever happens. Well, look, as long as nothing ever happens, then it should be fine. All we really need is like we need that US bunker buster to take down Iran's uranium enrichment or something, and then there's like no cause for a nuke anymore or something. Like I feel like the dropping of a nuke would be crazy. I feel like surely there's no way a nuke gets dropped, right? I'm not an expert on you know, international diplomacy, but I feel like dropping a nuke is a pretty extreme measure. Welcome back.
Nukes?
Yeah, talking about nukes. Please don't nuke Utah, that's where I am.
That would be the worst possible place to get nuked right now. To be fair though, that's pretty good cope.
You're calling ice on me?
No, I mean, if Utah was to get nuked, and then you lose your quarterfinal to GK, the cope's pretty convincing.
Ante, can you say trans rights are PogChamp? I think I just did, like by reading it out. Iran doesn't have a nuclear bomb yet, bro. Don't worry. Israel made a preemptive strike. That's good to know, Ben Pass 625. Thanks for keeping me informed.
On the ground reporter.
Is your ship buffering, or is this just
Mine's
me?
just buffering as well, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks to Craig for the clean feed. It's a really good clean feed. One of the best clean feeds that I've ever seen. And we're back. And Max is in.
Ooh, Jamie asks, how many Runa Sappies and Chicken Royales? We've had only one Runa Sappi, and this is our first Chicken Royale as well.
Are we on Chicken Royale right now? That's the escort of the day?
Yep.
Yep. All right. Goodbye, Team Falcons.
Put the white boy back on screen.
Everyone at the land dies, and PU becomes the best team in the world. Christopher's slingshot is finally complete.
A nuclear-powered slingshot.
Actually, no, because their org is Saudi, they still don't get paid because their organization burned in the past.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Really good. I'm with you on that one. But you never know.
12 out of 16 matches last week had Chicken and Runa Sappi, I swear. I mean, Runa Sappi is just like, if it's in the pool, everyone picks Runa Sappi. Or like 9 out of 10. Or 12 out of 16, I guess. We actually have the data. Alright. Sim ban from Falcons after a Juno ban from Crazy Raccoon. Is this more just a support protect than anything else from Crazy Raccoon?
I think the Juno ban is a support protect, and it kind of shuts out, you know, like some of these like Diva and Zarya comps that maybe both teams are like equally as comfortable on. Hunter, can you say, I love Xi Jinping, 100 years of Chinese prosperity?
That's a good amount of years.
Yep. Welcome to the American century of humiliation, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, and this one as well. Thanks, Jank for Jesus, for the Prime as well. I will enjoy Jeff's money, thank you. On my way to that super yacht. I think we're only 2 to 3 million more Primes away from the yacht, guys, so keep them coming.
Hunter, why are you in your living room? It's not my living room. Hunter, can you raise your arm at a 45-degree angle towards the camera? It won't get screen capped out of context. You know what, Vor Gidal? My heart goes out to you, brother. My heart goes out to you. And what else do we have to cover here? We've done nuclear conflict, peace in the Middle East, posturing, China. Wait, how can only 2 Korean teams go to the LCQ? It can't be Falcons if that's the case. It would be the loser of the AG and T1 match, no? What?
Is it how many?
3 teams from Korea qualify.
Is it
I think many teams
to
get
LCQ?
invited to the LCQ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, what's going to happen is, like, I think 3 per region, like NA, EMEA, EU, Korea, like, all get invited or something. Like, 2 or 3 all get invited, and, like, none of them are going to go. Because, like, that's a lot of money, you know?
It's a lot of money to show up.
No, I think it's just gonna. I think it's just gonna be an LCQ padded out by a bunch of like Saudi E-League shitters. To be honest, like it's actually just gonna be like Saudi E-League's light with random world-class teams there.
Falcons are gonna come dominate a Saudi E-League.
It's literally gonna be Abo Majid versus Team Falcons in the semi-final or something. Like there's just no. Aren't you gonna buy the trump card? If I had $5 million, that's the first thing I'd do.
Is that the one that comes with...
Are you circumcised? I'm Australian, you can figure it out.
Does that come with a little patch of the knockout suit, or is that something else?
No, that's a separate thing. You have to buy the NFT to get a patch of the knockout suit. The gold card is actually something that you can buy through immigration for millions of dollars to get a visa.
Nice to have a visa.
You're attracted to Bois? Mods ban that person. So whose living room is it? Wouldn't you like to know, Evolos? I'm
it's a green
sleeping
screen,
on my friend Sean Duris's couch.
Screen.
Like
he's
goodbye,
still in
Colin
his
Kelly.
apartment.
We get some glops.
Alright,
maybe
keep
bring
glopping.
Colin Kelly back.
Crazy Raccoon starting on the attack. And
Juno's
Falcons...
banned and they're still playing Ram v Ram? What?
Yep. Alright, gonna play Ram versus Ram. Gonna be Mei versus Mei, but Merit is starting on the defensive Widowmaker here. First grapple shot, but can't find Charong. Lucio Baps in the backline as well, so all mirrored. I feel like I just had a little bit of a skip as well. Do we need to do a sync check? I'm on 34, 33,
32, 31, 30,
Perfect.
29, 28, 27, 26. It just worked. First corner already conceded as the swing is good for Crazy Raccoon, but backswing from Team Falcons. Both teams want to scrap it out here on the corner. Heesung's got no ice block now. Got to be careful that he doesn't get taken out. Shot is mistimed, so he should be fine. And instead, it's again Falcons running back. Lamp for Stalker. Boom off the map! Chio, he's so boopy. Stalker good for a kill onto Charong as well. 2, 3 for 1. Stalker just good for it on the Mei. Nobody hits more icicles than this guy with his right clicks. Jamie might be the king of the walls, but I'm gonna be honest, nobody's got better Mei mechanics than Sticky Stalker.
King of the wall!
King of the wall!
Gets the fadeaway onto Lip as well, as it feels like my quality has taken a dive as well, but it tells me it's in 1080p, so I'll choose to believe it. Gonna be a reset here. Falcon's good for the first hold, and look at this Blizzard difference. Stalker is gonna have his Blizzard ready to go. He sank on a measly 40% here. Gonna be difficult for this Ramatra to avoid it as well. Grapple shot from Merit is only a body shot as well, but it's going to be this Blizzard now be the big one for them to deal with here. Stalker's got all his cooldowns ready to go, looking for the wall. Trying not to use that ice block. Does have to use it now, though, so a chance to maybe put some more pressure onto Stalker. He throws the Blizzard out. Charong is right in that one. Forces an ice block. The lamp comes through. Charong should still die. Stalker takes his feet out, cuts him off at the ankles, and that early Blizzard is converted into a clean fight win for Falcons.
A clean fight win for Falcons, of course, coming off the back of the best Mei in the world, Stalker, especially from a mechanical standpoint, Jamie.
That aspect is doing a lot of work.
Yeah, no, they're going crazy right now off that comment, like absolutely ballistic. Crazy Raccoon, they're down on ultimates. Harmon and Fielder both have their own. Beat drop available for Chio as well. Heesung, it's going to be so hard to push with the Blizzard, but got to be careful. Falcons pushing for it. What the fuck is that? Fielder pops the window, jumps up onto the high ground. Stalker, classic Stalker, best Mei right clicks in the world. Right click on a Heesung, takes him down through the window. Does he want to push for more? Very patient with it. Happy to just rest on his laurels for a little bit. Invest at 3 to 5% per annum. Harmon holding, maintaining in main, and the poke just keeps coming through for Team Falcons. They're happy to play it slow.
Happy to play it slow. They have Blizzard and Annihilation available. Just waiting out in this walls for now. Crazy Raccoon, he's also been so slow charging. We're down to the final minute here, and Crazy Raccoon still struggling to get some of their ults online. Falcons continue to hold this corner. Still just waiting out the walls here. But now Falcons, they can just match Annihilation, match B if they want. The Blizzard is the win factor here for Crazy Raccoon, but Heesang needs to find the connect. Form onto Stalker. Blizzard out at the choke. Has it frozen Hanbin? It has! Hanbin doesn't get the Annihilation off. Falcons now, they need to try and disengage or die on point. Die on point for Fielder. They can't afford any late deaths here. Stalker will be the final one to die on point. They have the ults to come back because Stalker has got his second Blizzard already. Lapped Heesang. If they get to point and they get this Blizzard off, it's going to be so hard for Crazy Raccoon.
Oh, Kellen just pinged me in team chat. A little bit quiet, please. I can't sleep. Fuck, dude, he's like a million miles away. The whole Rocket League team is right next to me. No complaints. No touch comes through from the side of Falcons, though. A C9. They had all of the ultimates for the recontest, the beat, the Blizzard, the Annihilation. But Crazy Raccoon, they throw up the wall, and it can't be broken in time. Team Falcons can't get the touch. If only Merit did something quick instead of coming back on Widowmaker so they could get the touch, so they could leverage their ultimates. I feel like a Tracer swap is impossible, actually. That's unreasonable. I was thinking Sim, but Sim is banned. So, no worries about that. And now we're in ASMR casting mode because I don't want to wake up Min Jae Kim.
Gotta keep it quiet for Kellen. Falcons gonna have all of these ults. I feel like I need to whisper now as well. Crazy Raccoon gets to hold on to all of those ultimates as well because they didn't use anything because of a C9. An early window, a beat push in response as Hanbin tries to go flying through it. Later beat comes through from Chia as well. Annihilation, Blizzard, everything has been thrown in, but Crazy Raccoon, they've given him the slip. Fielder's gonna die in the rotation as well, and Hanbin is hopelessly short trying to chase down these kills, and Crazy Raccoon have decimated them here. A trade onto Shu will go a long way to help him with this recontest, Falcons, but they're gonna have to do it with only a window.
Great swap coming out from Hanbin here. converted into a dog shit swap. I thought the Orisa swap was great, so he could get the touch and counter out Heesung's Blizzard, but instead, he's coming back on Mauga, a hero that actually can be frozen out. Pins over to the side straight away, Fielder throws up that window, but there's no chance to secure a kill from this, and now they're just stuck on Mauga. They need to touch Cart, and Heesung is going to be able to throw his Blizzard down on the Cart, so this is bad news for Team Falcons. We need some magic. Can the best Mei in the world do it again? Harmon, shout, traded. Heesung, swinging, poking, missing everything. He's not back by any means. Blizzard catches nothing, but we need a touch. Neo gets the touch. He
dies for it. The wall is good.
Oh my god, get off Mauga, you fucking moron. What are you doing? You could have gone Orisa and held it down on Cart, mid-range poke. No problem. Instead, the guy goes Mauga.
It would look so good, right? Yeah, Orisa, you can spin, threaten the Blizzard, pressure to cancel it with a spear, fortify yourself out of it, keep yourself alive. Hanbin now goes over onto the Orisa, but maybe too little too late. This defense looks so good for Falcons on multiple occasions, but now they find themselves staring down third point and a full cap. Crazy Raccoon are going to have this beat and window for the next push. Stalker has another Blizzard, but always tricky for the defenders this first part of Circuit Royale. You can see Falcons, they just don't have any interest in taking an early fight. They're going to let the cart roll for free, which means we're kind of in one fight territory already. Need to be careful now, Falcons. Not a lot of room for error as Lip is going to slide over onto the high ground wall to close down that angle, but Lip's going to keep swinging. Chio and Stalker just going to back it out, and Crazy Raccoon now in control of the high ground. Stalker still threatening that angle. Hanbin is half HP on point, has to try and get out of there. Fortify has been used as well. Blizzard through onto point is perfect onto Max. Shuts that one down, but that's both DPS ults for Falcons. Nothing used by Crazy Raccoon.
Nothing at all for Crazy Raccoon. Team Falcons finally back on sensible heroes. Should be able to hold it down, but they need to keep it going. They need to keep poking up, get Harmon up to that Terror Surge, because Crazy Raccoon, a 5-ult swing could be a disaster for Falcons. All of this swapping, all of these desperate investments, it's costing them heavily. Now we've got Crazy Raccoon up on the high ground, trying to retake top, and it looks like Harmon is none the wiser. He's on the low ground. He's late to the rotation. Max is on the low ground, though. Might be able to find a trade, because right now, Crazy Raccoon, they have such good positions to keep the push going.
Window comes through, traded right out. Now Chio has beat to keep going in this one, but Crazy Raccoon have so many more ults to layer in. Falcons, they need trades in this situation. Ice Block has been forced. Chio's going to beat after, but Crazy Raccoon, they're safe. A much later beat comes through from Chirong. Now they're pushing forward. Hanbin nearly has the Terror Surge. Needs to convert a kill with this. Slow towards the backline. Doesn't find anything from Max, actually. Stalker's found a trade in all of this. Shu is not alive. Lip is trying to clean it up with the overclock. He's found one. There's another player behind. He's looking for the Lucio. He gets the Lucio. I don't think Stalker's trade is going to be enough, but look how far back the cart is. Falcons have a recontest.
Falcons have one last chance to recontest this one. They got no ultimates yet. Merit is being pressured very heavily up on the high ground. Stalker going for the touch. He does not get himself booped off the card. Harmon can now come and ping pong onto the card as well. There's a real chance for Team Falcons to recontest this one. Huge left click freeze from Heesung. He gets that ice block off. Chirong's gone down though. Heesung's dead. The trades are good.
C9.
It's a Crazy Raccoon 9. Finally. No Batman, no win. Read 'em and weep, buddy. They just held the end of third point. It's a Falcon sweep.
Falcons clinging onto their playoff lives here and have given themselves a pretty good chance with that hold. Also,
dude,
really...
If we just... and Harmon from Mauga in this series would be so much better. Like, if Harmon could only play Ram and Orisa for the whole series, I swear Falcons would have won by now.
Yeah, or we'd at least be a lot. We'd be going to like a map 7 or something, all to play for. But a chance now for Falcons. Didn't complete the map here on Circuit Royale. And Stalker has been getting through God's work on the Mei, honestly. So it's looking really good for them. Crazy Raccoon going to start on the Ramatra. Bap, Lucio, Mei, Freya, all of the normal things. But Heesung has found himself the worst end of this Mei a lot of the time. Falcons have to win this map to keep it alive.
Beast Gamer 69-420. We're not talking about CR7, we're talking about CR9. Gaga. Gaga that man. Right now, chat. Gaga that man.
Immediate Gaga.
By the way, nobody has given me money in 51 minutes. Seriously? you people make me physically sick. 51 minutes, no money. Like, I haven't seen a new parasocial friend in so long, it's starting to hurt my heart.
He's got no friends.
I've got no mates. I'm so fucking lonely. And the only way to fix it is money. Not one bit.
Money can solve all of your problems, including loneliness, but poor lonely Max. Now, on the attack,
Oh,
Falcons playing for their lives. Going to be just a bit of a soft hold on this first corner. It's going to be this next corner where they're going to really try and commit to the hold here, Crazy Raccoon. They avoid that first wall from Stalker as they just try and farm a little bit of ult charge coming through. Looking for a javelin opportunity, but it'll be once we reach this first corner, Falcons are going to try their first proper swing here. Try and force these players off coast, get some of the wide positions for their own. Going to make an aggressive move forward is Hanbin, pops that Fortify as well. And there's no cooldowns, but he has traded it for an ice block. Lip is still poking back though, but now a bit more space for Stalker to work with. Taking a lot of damage here as Hanbin gets to his next spin, but really could do with another Fortify. He's under a lot of pressure, walled off, lamped as well. Hanbin just trying to dance for his life, but he can't do it, stuck out in the open. And now Stalker alone on the coast. Merit has found a trade, but when Stalker is still here on the coast, they're harassing Max, but what can they do against this Ram? Chio giving him a slip, actually, and Fielder drops the window. They're turning it. Heesang now has his ice block forced on point. No tank, no problem. A Falcons classic. Sacrifice Hanbin for glory.
All right. Thank you very much, Sam the Moonman Zero, for the community gift sub. Thank you very much, Jammo WinP, for the 5 community gift subs. Thank you very much, 301 Zach, for the 5 community gift subs. And thank you very much, also Overwatch 2, for the resub with the Prime. The touch comes through. Somehow, some way, Crazy Raccoon, they get their bodies back onto the point, but they're not out of the woods yet. Stalker, he keeps doing damage on the cart. He pops that ice block, which has got in the Blizzard. Widow comes up from Shu. Blizzard for Blizzard right now. Traded each side, but Harmon doesn't have the Fortify to survive. Max is frozen, but nobody can get the kill. Max! The beat comes out too late, a day late, potentially even $1 short. Yo dies before he can get the beat online. It's a 3 versus 3 right now, but Stalker, the best mechanical Meg in the world. Headshot, headshot. Are you seeing this, Jamie? You cannot stop me, bro. You cannot stop me from pushing this narrative. Team Falcons take the point. Don't wake Kellen up. It's so hard when you see a fight like that, and I keep getting money. Thanks to all for the money. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Suki's Rose Toy, as well, for the Prime. Appreciated. 4 minutes, 20 seconds now, and Smerit has to be careful. He's going to get picked off early. A free pick allows Crazy Raccoon to re-establish themselves in control of this high ground, and Falcons in real danger. They have the beat to turn it if they want, but Chio is just in there. He just get lamped, but Fielder can't survive, and they will just reset. They don't invest the ults. They don't try and clutch. They'll just take a 5v5 in this next one, Falcons.
5v5. Look, this is a disaster that Falcons weren't able to leverage that first win into a little bit more momentum. Now they have to retake up the slope. They've got fantastic ults to do so. You can see they have a really significant ult advantage. That's two ults to 5. But this is the hardest position in the entire map to retake. When you're on the low ground like this, getting up to the high ground is so awkward because the hit scan angle is so good. Bath, Freya bearing down on you. And look at this, already we've got Lip over on the side. Stalker just taps him out the sky with Fielder though. I mean, do you expect anything less from the best mechanical Mei in the world? Beat push comes through. Fielder good for a second kill, going very aggressive here. Fielder, someone who, you know, historically used to be praised for his passive style of play. It's really come a long way when it comes to shooting his gun and dealing damage to kill everyone in the server. And that is best case scenario for Team Falcons. That was only beat drop. Only beat. Crazy Raccoon, they still have an ultimate deficit and they have to retake for one last time.
Need to do a quick sync check as well because I had to rebuffer the stream. But we are in the danger zone right now, so...
59.
Wait, go ahead. Yeah.
57.
0, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54.
This works,
Window
mate.
comes out.
Window.
Now the bowler as well from Merit. So much damage onto Max. He has the Annihilation, but the Blizzard and the Terror Surge over the top. But Max survives it all and gets the Annihilation off. He's going to get Javelined out as well. But Falcons use everything and they've lost Hanbin for it. They're going to trade it out still. Falcons have won many a fight before without their tank player, and Stalker is still pushing forward, looking for more. Max is under a lot of pressure, looking for the difficult shots onto the Freya, but can't find it. Merit good for a pick, though. Ice block comes through, and he's just taking all the attention. Falcons, they don't need it. A wall now off onto Max, nowhere to go, and Falcons close out second point.
Oh my god, how have they managed it? Somehow, some way, when they invest every ultimate into a Ram with Annihilation. I remember doing that at the Grand Finals on Lijiang Tower. That shit hurts. That shit really hurts when you think the Ram's going to die and he doesn't. Falcons, they invested every ultimate they had into a Ram with block and Annihilation. Got nothing for it. Lost their Ursa in the process, but they clutch up anyway. Fielder just good for it. 3.5 minutes to cap the map. All the way to the end do they need to go, but I think they're good for it.
It's okay.
He's so good. Charong, he knows how to stick to walls. He can wall ride too. It's all okay. Falcons, they're holding the choke very hard right now. Harbin just on the other side. Beat comes out now. Lip did not receive the beat. Often Freyas find themselves missing the beat. It's a little bit difficult with the style of the hero. Merit taking so much damage though, and this beat push looks to be the closer, the dagger. As Team Falcons, they cannot survive this push.
No trades either for Crazy Raccoon, so they can continue with this forward hold. Still 3 minutes to work with for Falcons, but a few fights to win to get themselves over the line. They now have beat advantage. A classic from Falcons really in these beat advantage pushes. Normally so aggressive and so successful. And Crazy Raccoon, they are so close right now. I think Crazy Raccoon might just want to try and take a dry fight, force some of these ultimates out. And there is the beat coming through. Looking for pressure, and Crazy Raccoon, they've rotated over out onto second. But Bowler trying to close down these kills. Falcons are just going to ignore them, though. They go towards point. May is isolated here. Heesang's going to come out of ice block, nowhere to go. Wolves defensively. Merit finds the final blow. They're rotating away. The payload's moving. Window has been used as well. A late trade onto Fielder, but Stalker is getting
They're getting cart pushed this whole time.
Yeah, they're staggering them out actually here.
Oh, Merit! Merit's so low. Shoot! They're staggering him as much as they possibly can, though. This isn't a case of him playing his life to perfection. What's he lamping for? Like, what are you doing? What are you accomplishing, fucking halfwit? Anyway, Team Falcons, they found themselves being traded, but it doesn't matter because they find that really late stagger trade onto Shu. It's definite last fight territory at this point. They have double cart clearing ultimates as well. They've got the Surge and the Blizzard. Let's see if they can keep getting that cart just that little bit further. Because now, Field is holding high ground, bolted once, but he doesn't have to use the lamp. He keeps his shift, he keeps it going, and now it's Lip getting boxed up into the corner. You can see the car keeps moving in main. Slow used up on the high ground. Flip into main. They can't. Too many angles up in main. Blizzard inside, but it catches nobody. Harmon fought his way out of it, and that's a zero-man Blizzard. Crazy Raccoon, they've still got almost four ultimates to play with. No support ultimates online for Team Falcons, but they're building their own ultimate. Bank, they are trying to make this work. Harmon again pressuring the cart, forcing utility out from Heesung. The cart clearing ultimates are available, mind you. They could go for this force at any time.
Yeah, they need Max to drop here before they invest it. More pressure onto Heesang. Now Max has dropped. Now a chance for Falcons to pull their combo, but Stalker's had to de-peek a little bit. They are fighting on the ground right now. Merit has this top right position as well, taking the challenge, but there's a Ramantra. Merit's not aware. The Blizzard on point, but no one's there. Max is going to do his best impression of jumping. Get in that Blizzard as well. They don't kill him before Annihilation, though. Max still has the Annihilation. It's going to be so hard to deal with. Beat over the top. Chirong with the later beat. Catches all four remaining members. They turn onto Stalker right now. Falcons still have more ultimates, but they've got no players left. They can't invest into this one. They have to reset the combo. They didn't even use the Terror Surge, but it doesn't find the value. They can't kill Max before Annihilation. But Crazy Raccoon, they are out of ultimates.
This is the final turn. 30 seconds on the clock. Stalker has gone Tracer. Must be concerned about the touch, but they have so much time left, and they have this huge bank of ultimates. 3-0. This is the best chance that Falcons could possibly ask for. The only thing that they need to cope with is the pressure. This is series point savior. This is LCQ point right here, right now for Team Falcons. Anything that goes wrong will cost them their spot in OWCS Korea. It will cost them the chance at qualifying through the Korean bracket. Harmon touching the card early on. There's no C9 as of yet. Slow up on the high ground comes through. That's boxing up some members of Team Falcons, but nobody wants to pull the ultimates early. They're happy to take it slow. Max forced out early on the high ground. Stalker gets it done. Harmon continues to force the card. The window has been kited though. It's time for another layer of ultimates. Bowler comes out. Stalker catches a kill onto Chirong. Lamp has been forced. Merit catches Shu, and it's looking like Falcons can do it. Heesang has the Blizzard, but Harmon still has the Terror Surge on card. He's incredibly low. He's taken so much damage. He has to use it just to stay alive.
Oh, he's done it.
Merit on the high ground. He's done it all. Stalker, the clutch king on the Tracer. He forces the form. He kills the Lucio. And Falcons, they keep themselves alive in the series. Don't milk me, pay me.
What? So well played from Falcons there at the end.
Oh, the sun is up.
Good patience from Falcons. They deal with a high ground threat there. They get Merit a good position as well. And then Stalker's able to take over, really win that side fight. And they continue to play patiently in main. Hanbin doesn't overextend, doesn't get his cooldowns forced. Keeps it all to survive that Blizzard coming through from Heesang. And he keeps Falcons alive in their quest to qualify directly for the Esports World Cup. They still need to win the next 2 maps in a row. It's far from over yet, but they've given themselves a lifeline. Problem is now, Crazy Raccoon, they get to pick the next 2 maps and the next 2 opening bans.
Smash says fucking ad. Trenty, thank you very much for the prime. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. Appreciate that. Enjoy the ad-free viewing, mate. No ad, please. I mean, there's only one way for you to not get ad smash. I hate to break it to you. Somebody put him on, you know, he'll figure it out eventually. And give him some smaggers as well, for the road.
So what?
Got a series on our hands.
I know. And this now also means the maps are open again. Every mode available except for the maps we played already. Ban-wise, we're probably looking
Waddle.
quite dry, right?
Waddle SSBM, thank you very much for the gift sub to Smash2. Smash wrote in his own words at Waddle SSBM, thanks for the gift sub! Exclamation mark. Classic Smash that. Thank you very much. Welcome, Smashy. So the whole pool is opened up again. Maybe they can go to Ilios and this time play ball.
What bans
Instead
are
of them
left?
jumping on Ram.
They still have an Orisa ban if they want, but I don't know if that actually...
Like, who has the Orisa ban available?
Sorry, that's... Oh, wait, so I'm looking at the wrong side. That's Falcons who have it available, so that won't come into play.
Yeah, like Falcons would never use.
Crazy Raccoon... They could ban the Ram, but then that just forces an Orisa mirror, isn't that... Maybe that's what they want, but I don't know if it's the most impactful.
Just got the Twitch Turbo free trial to make sure Unta doesn't get my money. I literally get ad revenue from people that have Twitch Turbo, so eat shit. Like, you've unfortunately fallen right into my trap. Somebody really wants that Ram to die. Oh my god.
Aofi says Gibraltar ban Diva, probably the obvious choice. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So put someone in. Put someone in.
Someone for the map 6.
Yeah, put someone in for the map 6. Tournament life on the line. Can you leak your ad income? It really, really varies on the day. Like, I don't know, somewhere between 100 and 1,000.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like outrageously inconsistent. Like, most delectable Australian cuisine. GFC Connor, thank you very much for the 8 months of Tier 1. The only time that you're allowed to say New Zealand greater than Australia. Welcome back. I will be obedient and watch these ads, don't worry. Hashtag small streamer support. Yeah, unfortunately, the ads just, like, never stop. So, like, you're gonna quite literally have to watch the ads, like, yeah, like, every 5 minutes or something. Like, it's just fucked.
How was the
Can you
wedding?
leak your SSG salary? Billions of dollars. Sorry.
Yeah, DD asked how the wedding was. I'm sure I've answered 90 times. Yeah, I'll do a full recap on Saturday, or like to go through it properly. But sure, yeah, best weekend of my life, easily.
These best weekends of your life?
I think so. Yeah, like I mean, you were with me on Monday. You know, I was in like the afterglow was incredible.
Yeah, you did have like quite the smile on your face as we tucked into a couple of pies. Like...
Yeah, when we went for the old pie and kai. I was beaming.
The Pi X Kai combo was fucking crazy, actually. That was a really good finisher. Like, it was such a good closer to the trip, the Pi Kai.
2 pies, 1 kai. What can you what more can you ask for?
We also got the picture with Robin Hood. That was clutch.
Yeah,
like,
wait, I've still got it on my phone, actually. I don't know if there's a...
They tied the trip together.
Yeah. You guys want to see
I
that?
saw us in the distance doing it. It's like clowning me. Like, what do you want a picture with Robin Hood for? Like,
yeah, it's like, come on, mate.
It's his wife's idea. Like, leave me be.
It's like the tourist thing. Like, I can't get it off my phone quickly, but I can show you guys a picture on my phone. I don't know if any of these photos are good, actually. We're not. Thank you, James Hannay, for the 9 months as well. You're blinking in that one. I'm blinking in this one. Yeah, we actually took 5 pictures and none of them are good. Maybe this is the best one. Can you see, chat?
What have you got? Let me boot up Xavier's stream to what I'm missing out on right now.
I'll do it big out of respect. The focus isn't great. I'll get it up properly when we do on Saturday. But yeah, Robin Hood and 2 blokes.
Well, just 2 blokes and a man that gives from the rich. I mean, steals from the poor to give to the rich. Or at least that's my understanding of Robin Hood's law. So.
How's the honeymoon? Honeymoon, also beautiful. Went to Crete. In a London.
Second fiddle to the wedding, though.
Yeah, I mean, the wedding was so good. What a weekend. What a weekend.
Look at this man's house. This guy does not need money. This is not my house. Like, this isn't my house. Like, have you... Look at my surroundings right now. Does this look like my fucking house? I'm sitting in a chair with Space Station embroidered on it. Where do you think I am right now? Like, use your fucking brain or whatever like you have up there that is substituting a brain, allowing you to fucking type in my chat. Like, oh my god.
Oh wait, James Hanny says, no cap, I actually live next to Nefer statue. It's next to the oldest pub in the world, the oldie trip to Jerusalem. Max
we've
saw
seen
the
it.
pub! We took Max to see the pub!
You're in hell, obviously. I am literally in. Yes, I was obviously at the honeymoon too. There's a space station house. I thought OWCS was too broke, gang. Like, I think they use this house for everything. Like...
There's a reason he's sharing with the Siege players and the Rocket League players. And
there's your big ass body was definitely not blocking the SSG chair. Yeah, no, my bad. Because I'm so fat and repulsive. You can't see the space station branding on the chair. Gaming house? Yes. Sharing a gaming house with your teammates? Hell no. Literally though. Like, I want a gaming house for myself. I want my own space. I don't want these fucking Rocket League players leaving shit in the kitchen every day. But,
do you guys not have maids?
That's okay. No, there are no maids.
No maids? That was what saved the London houses. It was a maid carry.
A maid carry, yeah. This is a cook for yourself, clean for yourself, live with the Rocket League children.
There's no chance.
Situation. It's like I showed up at the house. And they were actually really kind. They were genuinely really kind. To their credit, when I showed up at the house, they vacated the room with the big bed and they dragged a mattress from that room into a big room that they have, and they're all sharing a room together. It's 3 blokes sharing a room together. And they just gave me the room. What they also did was they took the pillows and the bed sheets off the bed that they left for me. So I had to go into their room in the middle of the night and be like, "Hey, do you have my pillows?" I didn't even bother with the bed sheets. I took a single bunk bed and I'm sleeping with a single doona. But like, they just took all the bedding off the bed that they left for me. Like, what kind of like half-baked logic is this? Like, how many fucking pillows do you guys need? They respect their elders, but like not enough. You know, like they need more elder respect.
There's a bit of respect.
I am the oldest person.
More.
Yeah, I am the oldest person in the house though. Like the Rocket League coach is 25. I want to say.
Oh, okay. I feel like even when I was in the London house, like my room was next to the League of Legends coach. I forget who it would have been at the time. If anyone knows who the Cloud9 League of Legends coach was, I guess like in 2023. I lived next to him. I didn't see him once in the house. I saw him a couple of times in the league house, which was a different house, but we lived next to each other for an entire year. Didn't see him once, just different schedules. Thank you, Beezy, as well for the prime.
And here we are, the Someone map, but no Winston in play for either side. There is a Diva ban out from Crazy Raccoon, but Crazy Raccoon are not going to take this as an opportunity to play. I'm 34 years old. They're not going to. Okay, they are going to take this as an opportunity to play Winston. They were just teasing me. But interestingly, Falcons had an Ana ban available. I think. Surely Falcons had an Ana ban available. And they have instead opted to ban Baptiste on Gibraltar versus a Winston player. So I'm afraid we are going to have to shoot 9K with a nail gun in the back of the head. Because this might be the stupidest draft I've ever seen, unless there's something that I'm really failing to comprehend here. Like, why have they not banned Ana? They couldn't ban Winston because they banned it on Colo, but why have they not banned Ana? They had second ban, support ban was open, and they've done this.
So it's going to be Kiri Brig versus Ana Brig here. So I'll let you guys try and figure out which one is a bit more of a classic, but Stalker is still Stalker and has immediately killed Lips. So they'll be all right for the time being here, Falcons on the defense. Payload has sort of moved underneath, though. Charong's going to just take bullet after bullet into the face there, and it will be a quick reset for Crazy Raccoon.
Quick reset indeed, as Merit goes hunting Heesung into the spawn. Heesung just setting up behind right now, has to take a mini health back, get some passive healing to get back into the game, but an easy initial hold for Team Falcons. Bans be damned, if your Tracer one clips the enemy hit scan instantly, it's not a bad start. You can see Harmon actually peeling back a little bit right now, looking to see if he can just turn around and deal with the Tracer behind. Jumpman jumps up onto the high ground, and there's nobody in position to contest him. Now Harmon has to jump back up top, but I mean, Hazard is not Harmon's signature hero. This is not a burner situation right now. I would have preferred to see the Harm Winston at this point, but the counter slash, the counter wall, he's a beast of Hazard. He's so good at Hazard, like I was saying. Perfect play from him, but Fielder's had his Suzy Q forced already.
Nano very close for Shu as well, as he's going to take this high ground position. Expect that one to go the way of Jumbin as they look for this engage. Goes for the sleep onto the feet of Merit, but cannot find it. Going to wait for this next Nano timing, but Merit has taken care of Heesang, and just all the picks before the fight are all going Falcon's way. They're all going Merit's way. That's both DPS dead, and they can't use the Nano at all.
This is absolutely going to 7. Crazy Raccoon having a very hard time breaking this hold. Feels like Crazy Raccoon's comp is, I don't know, better, but Falcons are somehow making it work. The Kiri Brig struggling to find kills onto the backline. They know something that we do not. The Cass on Gibraltar, a big long map, shades of 2021. Violet in this one. Merit
Nano,
ripping
he's
heads.
1 HP.
Nano comes out onto Jumbin, but he's instantly been chunked. He's taken all the damage in the world. No Suzy Q though. Fielder will kill Heesang. Disaster. Jumbin, pulse bomb by Stalker as well. And there's just no opening at all for the side of Crazy Raccoon. Falcons holding strong.
One thing that the Kiri Brig can do really well is obviously both supports have the ability to support in these sort of side fights and side positions here. I feel like we've seen Heesang just die in 2, maybe even 3 of these fights already without really getting anything done right now. And it just means whenever these Winston dives do come in from Jumbin, there's not the same follow-up with these Tracers, so it's a little bit easier for the backline of Falcons to survive. Now though, Jumbin is coming back with Primal. He's onto the high ground to sleep onto Hanbin as well. Suzu is good though from Fielder. Downpour comes out looking for the backline. Does it find anyone? No. They jump back. Bola comes out, but Lip dies in that attempt for it as well. Chio has rallied to survive it though, and Falcons push forward for more kills. They find Heesang again, and so far, I mean, it's just a DPS gap, right? Merit and Stalker are winning all of these duels, getting everything done. They're piling onto Merit for a late trade. They can't find anything. There's 1 minute left on the clock.
I mean, we say DPS gap, and I agree, but I do think Chirong has actually slipped under the radar a little bit as somebody who is egregiously throwing the game. What is the purpose on the attack of him playing the Brig versus the Hazard? What is he shutting out? I feel he would be much better served playing Ana Kiri, even Ana Lucio for Pete's sake. Ana Brig is not great versus the Hazard. You're an attacker, you have the luxury of choice, but instead he can't roll with anything. Jumbin jumps top and gets his head ripped clean off. Merit takes Lip as well. Kitsune Rush comes out from Fielder in all of this, and Shu finds a trade onto Chio, but still, this is bad news for Crazy Raccoon.
They have their ults, at least, Crazy Raccoon. Double support ult and the Primal ready to go, and Falcons are looking a little bit slim on the old economy. You see Merit hiding on the right-hand side now. Crazy Raccoon are going to have to rush for this touch as well, which means they don't have time to properly clear space for their backline to rotate. Heesang's going to get the first touch initially. Just try and play this over time, but look at Merit high noon from behind right now. Chirong has been booted. He's going to rally and chase for it. He's 1 HP into the bubble. Lives. Hanbin has died, though. Now they're going to try and regroup. Falcons are all over the map. They are very split right now, but the Nano onto the Cass and Crazy Raccoon have flipped themselves over to point, but Falcons, they will get a recontest here. 4 players behind.
Falcons have a recontest, but only Sticky Stalker's Pulse Bomb to play with. Pulse and Primal, and Sticky Stalker's gone down. Now the touch is in peril. In fact, the touch is just not going to happen out of respect. So Crazy Raccoon, they bought themselves a lifeline in this final fight. Great juggling of aggro in that final fight from Chirong. He pops that rally in the face of the high noon, then he bashes back into the bubble, back to safety. If he bashed towards that Cassidy, he was a dead man walking. Crazy Raccoon playing an EU level dive comp right here. Smash says no way. Off-brand Milk says Norway. Then Smash laughs. Lovely.
Lip onto the high ground right now. Early pressure. Jumbin's going to dive into the back line. Shu has line of sight so can pocket him up as Chirong is going to keep this payload moving forward. But it's going to get a little bit of pressure from the chaser. So they have to take a step back there to make sure the cart is okay. Hanbin can't clear the high ground though. And Falcons actually want to go underneath. Downpour now onto it. But Lip just has the roll. So another 0-man Downpour. And Stalker's died on the point during all of this. Lip is getting taken for an absolute ride. All the way around. But he's absolutely fine. No problem. Falcons are actually just going to concede a bit more cart progress. The nade from Shu is good, and Falcons, they're struggling. They're getting staggered out right now. They can't afford any more late deaths, and they're all stuck in this room versus Primal.
Ooh.
No rally yet.
This is a disaster now. No rally for Chio. He goes down, and what looked like a rock-solid first hold is suddenly Crazy Raccoon rolling into third point with time in the bank. Kiri from Fielder down in the corner. Anti-nade splashes onto Harmon, but no Suzy Q to keep him alive. Now the Suzy Q comes out. Kitsune Rush in the corner, but Fielder, he has no TP. There's already a Winston on him, and that Winston has Primal. Chirong goes down. Harmon somehow clutching this one out. Wait a minute. Crazy Raccoon are letting this one slip. Does Jumbo need a written invitation to use his Primal Rage? What is going on? How on earth have Falcons clutched this?
Feels like a miscommunication there from Crazy Raccoon, because they had the ults to commit into the fight, and you look at Shu and Chorong's position, they were standing on payload, they were ready to take that brawl, match the Kitsune Rush, they probably had self-nano and everything available as well, so they could have taken that trade if they really wanted, but the Crazy Raccoon frontline choosing to play it slow when their backline was committed. Now they're going to rotate through the high ground, Hanbin's wall doesn't really find anything, they're trying to come out this corner, but it's such a difficult choke, they're trying to shoot their way out of it now, but Merit and Hanbin have that one camped. Nano is available, might just be on to Lip to burst out in this corner, but Jumpin's forcing the point. They need to go get the touch. Stalker's in a 1v2. They have to drop for it. Chio goes for it. Nearly has for Rally. Pops for Rally. But they C9 during all of this as well. Disaster there. Crazy Raccoon's backline just continue to play it slow. They're losing the fight here, Crazy Raccoon. But it doesn't matter as they've got the cap. They got what they wanted. And they played it slow and allowed Jumpin and Heesang just a 2v1 Stalker on point.
Absolute disaster for Team Falcons. The C9 there, that is the dagger. Look at Crazy Raccoon's ults right now, Zav. This is a full push if ever I've seen it. Falcons need something special. They need picks in the neutral. They need outrageous clutches. Stalker went down twice with the pulse bomb. Jumpin, here's the clutch. Jumpin, primal forced immediately, pre-fight. Now Hanbin, primaled into a corner, has the downpour. Could potentially turn the tides with this one, or just get knocked out into main to safety. Thank you, Jumpin. Do we have a TYJ command? I don't think we do, but we should, because really Jumpin is selling the series right now. Fielder in the back has the Kitsune Rush, has the TP, doesn't even receive the nano. Thank you, Junbin. Primal into bubble, into jump of the century. Thank you, Junbin. Downpour now comes out. Nobody gets caught by it because the block from Chorong is so good. Cass was caught, but let's pretend he wasn't. Shu has the nano boost in the back pocket, but Falcons, they keep building their ultimates. Now they have the Kitsune Rush. Sticky Stalker has the Pulse. Merit in the back with the High Noon. Pulse comes out, lands on a shield. Lip is taken low. Shu saved his life. Kitsune Rush comes in. Hanbin stepping to the plate. Jumpin is on Hazard now, by the way, but the kite looks to be good from Crazy Raccoon. The High Noon from Lip, it's very far behind. Nano comes out onto Jumpin. Will he make anything happen with this?
He's looking for the backline, but Wolf finishes the job onto Fielder. He kills both of the backliners. High Noon is out as well. He's going to get all three. Jumpin saves it on the Hazard there. Free for him. A trade from Stalker, but only onto the Tracer. Stalker is stalling out payload, though, so there is a recontest, and Stalker's actually managed to preserve his life in all of this as well. Chio's coming back with rallies soon, and it's going to be all on Jumpin's downpour to save this for Crazy Raccoon.
Stalker playing his life to perfection right now. Jumpin has that downpour just around the corner, but there is a one-player advantage briefly for Team Falcons. Downpour about to come out, but Jumpin is taking a beating. Chio has the rally. He can pop the rally. He walks on the left-hand side. Merit goes down. Chorong goes down as well. Downpour comes out. We need to touch card. Lil. Oh, Merit kills Shu while rooted. And Jumpin, he's the only one left standing. Team Falcons, they hold on third. They give us an opportunity to go to map 7. The rerun is going to be so good in the second half.
It starts to become a bit of a familiar case, right? Crazy Raccoon on an escort or a hybrid, nearly pushing to third point, but not quite, and then Falcons have to try and redeem it. And now, actually, when we're on this Winston and a Brig versus Hazard matchup as well, one thing that Hazard can do against the Winston is really just force the point quite a lot. It's really difficult for the Winston to drop and contest in some of these situations here, and the Kiri Brig, a little bit more durable, a bit easier to rotate because the Kiri has so much mobility compared to the Ana. So a chance here for Falcons actually just to play a slower point-based approach to their attack here on Gibraltar if they continue with the Hazard, which I very much think they will. Over on the other side, Crazy Raccoon's big decision on this defense is what does Jumpin start? Does he just stick the Hazard? And yeah, looks like he's walking out of spawn on the Hazard right now. And a Kiri from Shu.
Kiri coming out from Shu. The Kiri Brig is apparently the meta comp. So Crazy Raccoon, they're going to go away from one of their strongest backlines and just out of respect, play Brig into Hazard no matter what. Hanbin, he has supports with brains in their heads. So you can see now Chio is going to play Lucio instead of Brig for no fucking reason into the Hazard. So Falcons now, I'm liking their chances for the attack. Why does the Ana Brig monkey comps look so rough nowadays? I don't know, mate. I don't know. Bit of this, bit of that.
A bit of this and a bit of that.
Took 50 armor off Winston. Like.
Okay, onto the high ground for Crazy Raccoon. Just going to drop and contest at the corner here is Heesang. Obviously, since we're just in a Hazard mirror right now, will be pretty even in terms of cart contest. Falcons, though, with Akiri Lucio, really have a lot of ability to sort of do these 5-man dives. Worth noting, Merit is actually on the Freya as well. So a chance Merit maybe gets left behind in a few of these aggressive plays from Falcons if Fielder and Chio commit forward. But
Hot
speaking of committing forward, yep, they've just taken care of Chio and Stalker, no problem. Hanbin, limited healing available now, and they'll all turn their attention to him. And the payload won't get any further than this for now. Falcon's going to have to full reset.
Ooh, look at this comp for Crazy Raccoon. There is a lot of pocket for Lip with Chirong on the Brigida. Really has no job other than that. And Sticky Stalk is actually going to make a move over to the Sombra. Tracer's available, but he's going Sombra for all of the marbles. It may be time to exclamation mark play. Manual hack comes out onto Jumbin, but doesn't land. So much damage. He's spooked in by the wall. Can they connect the kill here? No, they cannot. They can keep pushing the cart though, and Merit will fall. No way. He's sung for a late kill onto Merit, but Falcons, they flip the card underneath. They're all balled up. The Suzuki is good. The wall is good as well. They're playing their lives. Chio was isolated. Theo isolated finds the kill on Lip. Jumping gets hacked out. What is going on? Trades left, right, and center, but God, there's a lot of colors here. Somebody call Jaws.
Fielder and Stalker are able to TP out to the high ground, but they want to push for kill. Shoes going for it as well. Gets traded by Fielder. Fielder 7 HP, so they do trade that one out eventually. And one of the problems that Falcons are going to have here is when they're making these aggressive plays, you see the Kiri Lucio, Fielder and Chio playing very much with Hanbin and Stalker to set these dives up, but that leaves Merit isolated, and that is just easy pickings for Heesang here. So it might be difficult for Merit especially to find value in these fights as they get more brawly. Lots of ults online now, but more for Crazy Raccoon. Double support ult available already.
Oh, double bolt. Roll forced out of Lip. The double bolt lands. Kitsune rush up on the high ground. Bash. Downpour potentially available. Downpour comes out in main. Not sure if it's caught much of anything though. It's only caught Jumpin. They can't find the kill. Suzuki is good. Common is incredibly committed now inside the rallying brig. They keep him alive, but Merit will fall up on the high ground. Stalker, he's closing on an EMP. There's no kills yet. Jumpin, he needs to die, but he just won't. Fielder finds a kill onto Lip, but it just doesn't matter, Zab. It's 2v4.
Fielder's going to take this duel with Heesang now as well. Forces for recall out of him, but there are more players coming forward to back up Heesang. And Fielder, his CP doesn't get him as far as he wants. And now, all of a sudden, it looks like Falcons are in danger of getting full held, but they have this beat, they have the EMP, and Crazy Raccoon, they don't really have the tools to do with this. They need to play for trades, make it a scrappy fight, maybe get a late recontest here. Merit has swapped onto the cast now so he can try and rotate with the team, but it's still going to be very tricky for him. Opening hack onto Jumpin doesn't clear his position, but they're forcing the payload already here, Falcons.
Point touch already for Falcons. Stalker needs to find that EMP angle. Nobody spy checked him as of yet. You can see everybody flanking on the side of that TP! Because he went to TP invisible. He didn't realize he didn't have the TP timing. He hacks up Jumpin and gets himself caught. 1-for-1 trades. This is a good trade, but they needed that EMP. Got to be so careful now. It's all on Jumpin to get a quality beat. Stalker's going to come in the flank mid-fight with this EMP. This is last fight territory. Once again, it's LCQ point. Beat is invested. Rally. EMP. Everything in the kitchen sink being thrown into this. It's classic kitchen sink theory, but they're good for it. There's almost no way Crazy Raccoon can clutch this one out. Manual hack lands on Jumpin, and it's a 5v1. Falcons, they're gonna cap first point by the skin of their pearly whites.
Yeah, 19 seconds to spare now, and Falcons have a lot of time to make up if they want to try and win this map, keep themselves in this playoffs, and keep themselves with that important chance to qualify directly for the Esports World Cup. Had to burn their B and the EMP for that one. Pulse Bomb is out as well. Will be a trade, actually. 1-for-1 on points. So this payload can keep rolling forward, but Jumpin's actually died. They're on the high ground right now. Merit's going to drop down. High Noon used as well. The wall is good. Good Suzu, actually, but not enough to save him. But High Noon gets 2 as they all flood in to try and save Chirong. Merit with 3, and now they have the high ground position. Payload is still quite far back, though, so Crazy Raccoon, they do get a recontest with this double support ult, but it's so tricky playing into these high ground positions.
So tough to retake now that Falcons have this high ground position. You can see Merit beaming down from above. Harmon as well has the wall choke. Walled out his Lip, and he's going to instantly go down. Downpour is Suzu'd off. Downpour from both sides. Jumpin, I'm not sure if he's caught anyone at all, but Merit, he's just maintaining top. It's 5v3 now. Is he going to drop, or are they just going to kite it out? Leave Merit up on the high ground. There's no way for Crazy Raccoon to find any kills here. Suzu comes out in main. Chirong has the rally to keep people alive, but now Jumpin's been hacked up on the right. He's isolated. They're crashing out on him. The counter rally, the bash, they find a kill onto Chio. No way! 5v3 and they find that trade. Where's Merit's damage in all of this? Merit will go down to Lip in the end. And Falcons, they've let an easy win slip.
They're going to stall out Fielder here as well, and this is going to bleed a bit more time off the clock. Wait, Fielder's killed Heesang, actually, so... Alright, Fielder will respawn. Different wave, though, from everyone else, so still has to get picked up from spawn. Chio's getting close to the B, and Stalker is getting close to the EMP. Needs with the ult, that's sealed for deal for them on first point, and they need the same on second here. They are rotating early already. Don't know if Fielder's quite with them yet. Hambin has to be careful. Suzu's being used very early just to try and make that rotation. Yeah, everyone except for Chio through, though, which means Fielder's in big trouble. He's 1 HP. Jumpin's killed him on the cross. Chio was separated. They're all going to die on the rotation. They have time for another fight, but this is a really important fight for Crazy Raccoon. All of a sudden, they have the high noon, they have the downpour, nearly a Kitsune rush as well, starting to look like a more winnable situation now.
Really rough for Team Falcons now. They have fantastic ultimates, but they have all the pressure in the world on their shoulders. Shu has the off angle on the right hand side. You can see him looking for a flank, looking to get some damage in. Forced out immediately. No TP for Shu. Rotation for Falcons up on the high ground. 20 seconds on the clock. They're retaking into the high noon. High noon comes out. No kills secured. Downpour lands on the high ground. Catches Merit. Merit pops the high noon for the mitigation. Gets double pumped. Fielder misses. It's over. I mean, the series is over. There's 2 players left. EMP is still available for Siki Stalker. Harmon finds a trade, but they need to perform miracles. Do you believe in miracles, Xavier? They're not even going to try and touch.
Hambin's got the touch, but he's 1 HP. They found 1 kill with that EMP. Hambin now dies as Kitsune Rush. Falcons are trying to flood back in. Stalker goes for 1 more touch. They're flooding in, but the Kitsune Rush is just allowing him to shred everyone. Merit is back on Tracer. That's how you know it's desperate. Heesang is marking him out right now. Merit gets 1 more touch. No recall available. And Crazy Raccoon, they're going to eliminate Falcons. Kitsune Rush too little, too late. Crazy Raccoon get the hold. Falcons eliminated from playoffs in 5th/6th. And they are going to have to do it through the LCQ.
Falcons first rounded in the playoffs, eliminated. We can only imagine how happy Coach OC is right now. Happy Pride, y'all. Happy Pride. Express ticket to the LCQ. What a disaster. What an absolute disaster for Team Falcons. They had so many opportunities there towards the back end of the series. Felt like that was theirs to win, theirs to produce an upset. For Crazy Raccoon, yep, they've been flattened. I'm going to hit the stop recording button and see if it breaks my OBS. It didn't break my OBS. We're so fucking back, dude. All right. I want to see if I can make a rerun thing. Add a source. Copy paste this, I guess.
Really, like that second point there when they had that beat EMP, was it 2 fights or maybe even 3 fights in a row where they had those 2 ults? Maybe just 2. But they kept trying to go in this top right rotation, but they just kept getting walled. They kept getting separated. All their Suzu was forced, their wall was forced. Their block burnt through. So every time Crazy Raccoon could just push into that room afterwards and convert kills. Even when they used that beat, they still got hit by the downpour. Don't know why they didn't try maybe a different approach, maybe more through point. Force them to come to you. You know, start forcing that objective, force Crazy Raccoon down from their powerful high ground positions. Then once they are on point, then EMP them. They have to touch eventually. Instead, they kept trying to commit to that top right rotation. Died every single time. And Crazy Raccoon, after losing every single game last week, which isn't something we normally maybe have ever said with Crazy Raccoon, get the win over Falcons here and keep themselves going into that top 4.
Any suggestions on how I fill the time until I turn on the reruns post-host? Like, I legit have no idea what to do. Like, when they give you an Asia co-host and there's no games up next.
And there's nothing
to like the start of the week. It's the Friday too. Yeah, it's like I can see, you know, like Avril requested the Saturday, and it's like, I wonder why he did that, you know? I wonder why he did that. So then he can stream and then I have something to watch a couple of hours later. But like, Friday works perfectly for me as a man that actually has a match to play on the Saturday, I suppose. Like, I probably, but I still need I need a little bit of filler, you know, before I like boot the reruns in. Quick play Doomfist. I didn't even bring my peripherals. I'm just not playing.
You can always just watch back some of Crazy Raccoon Falcons, right?
I'm not watching back the matches that I'm about to rerun 15 times while I'm asleep. do a song and dance. Not a bad suggestion, Sam. The Moon Man Zero. A little song and dance, like village jester or court jester type situation. But yeah, I'll think on it.
Why does Anta want Falcons in the LCQ? It's him who will be having to play them when SSG finish 4th.
I mean, who cares, man? Like, who cares? View of VOD reviews? Nah, I charge people for VOD reviews. I charge people. People pay more than $50 an hour, so that's not happening.
Thank you, Ushi, as well for the Prime. I maybe missed that one, but thank you very much.
Here you go on the streamer. Congratulations, Heesang.
Can I show the cameo video? Maybe I'll do it on Saturday, because I feel like I'm going to wrap up. I feel like actually just getting to do Korea you know, my first stream back, and then I get like a half day back.
What a treat. What happens if I do media source? Can media source do... Let's call this rerun.
Oh, I think I've broken it. Hold on.
Can I load a video into media source?
Maybe.
I think I can. Hey, does this work, chat room? Videos? Chat, is this working? Restart playback when source becomes active. Loop. Alright, let me know if this breaks my OBS or not. Looks good to me. Yeah, it looks easy, bro.
You won't believe this, right? Just got a message in my family WhatsApp group from my dad. You know my dad, unironically.
Yeah.
Parents on holiday in Portugal right now. And me and the wife not sent him any pictures or talked about us seeing a yacht in Greece. But my dad's just sent a bunch of pictures of, look at all these crazy fancy mega yachts in Portugal.
Small world, mate. Small world.
Lots of yachts, mate.
Bro, what is going on? It's broken. What are y'all talking about? Record a new uncoachable in the time that it takes for me to receive the host? Actually, what I can do is I can look at the view count of the stream and think, how big is the host? 12.6k. Could be better, could be worse.
That's not too
Maybe
bad
they could
at all,
bundle
actually.
in Overwatch Esports Japan's viewership into that as well. Like if I could turn Japanese for a day, that would be a treat, you know? Like if they hit me with the double dinger, wouldn't that be nice? But you know, you can't always get what you want. See what OC's up to.
Does Falcons not make the major in Saudi now? No, they can still make it, but they have to go to the last chance qualifier, which will be 2 weeks before the main event at the Esports World Cup. So they have to basically play in a 16-team tournament, I think it is, and they have to win the entire thing. Obviously, they're probably going to be pretty heavy favourites for it, but really not a good look. And the real repercussion, I think, of having to go through the last chance qualifier is not that you have to play more games and there's all these elements of risk, because they are going to be heavy favourites. The bigger problem is, what's most likely going to happen is if it's the same as last year, and there's going to be this scrim bubble, probably in Korea if teams boot camp there, and Falcons are not going to be in it at all. Because normally we get all the Western teams, North American, European teams, going over to Korea to get into that good scrim bubble. Falcons are going to have to actively leave the good scrim bubble to come make sure they can actually qualify for the tournament here. So the problems for Falcons off the back of this result are actually quite long-lasting in terms of how much uphill work they're going to have to do all the way through to the Esports World Cup as well.
Absolutely dire consequences of their actions coming in hot here. Dude, what the hell do I do? Like, I need to actually like find a VOD to open up or something. Like, I actually have no idea what I'm going to do when they pass me the host. I've not thought about this at all.
Last week? Is there any of those games that would be worth like giving a boot up?
I think I watched back the ones that I was interested in. Like, what was the big game last week? It was like there was a map 5 Barney, right? Yeah, I watched GK vs Nightmare. You know, GK versus NTMR.
Was there another GK? Didn't GK Team Liquid go? Or was that the week before when GK played Team Liquid?
look at how goat this thumbnail is from Tomathan, by the way. Tomathan is just like so outrageously fucking funny. Like
he's just the king.
He makes these thumbnails like random YouTube live streams. Like, come on, dude. Like, who is doing all that? Like, you hate watch? I don't hate to you.
Wait. I've actually, from CJ the Pizza Man, what about the Pacific Finals? Apparently they were quite good.
I would rather watch GK Nightmare than watch Punk winning. Wait, FLX Red Eyes also said you could watch Pack. That's 2 for Pack, but it's like, dude, nobody cares about Pack. Like, seriously, like I'm still strongly considering becoming king of Japan. You know, like. Did
you never do any Japan streams in the end?
I never did it because I was really busy and I was home for like literally one day that I could have done it. Pack was really good. Pack was so good. Who streamed Pack? Did anyone stream Pack other than the players?
I think Tomathan did.
Tomathan might just be him. Like, Tomathan's got 700 on fucking YouTube right now, dude. Tomathan is the king of YouTube.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, he's actually... Yeah. Oh, I should end my YouTube stream too, shouldn't I? There's like... I'm about to start, like, thieving content, so I should probably kill my YouTube stream.
Yeah, YouTube
I guess I'll just leave it up for, like, you know, as long as Yeah, YouTube hates when you click on videos. Um, I don't know. Like I think it was only on Twitch. I could watch Tomathan's co-stream of the Nightmare Geek game. I've never watched a Tomathan co-stream before.
Is he still doing the
Tomathan and
like
the
the
Thai
admiral
OWCS.
setup?
Probably in queue. He probably slot maxes like a beast. I still don't know how
Yeah.
he does that shit, man. Like I have no idea how to set up anything to do with the stream. I don't know. I could watch that or I could watch Pack. Tomathan did not do Pack though. Like he doesn't have a
I
live for
thought he did
Pack.
do pack. Maybe I made that up
He
then.
doesn't have a live for it. I
Hmm.
feel like people are just lying to me.
Oh, I guess actually, yeah, no, Red
Carl,
Eyes is right. There's the official stream as well, right? Because they actually had one for playoffs.
wait, for Pack? They did?
Yeah, because it was playoffs, right? So they had like Thai
Is it
language, but
oh, so it's not on the Overwatch Esports channel, it's on a different channel?
yeah, I don't know where it'll be. Oh, apparently he did pack only on Twitch.
He did Pack but only on Twitch. Why has he done that? What's that all about?
Maybe it's a bit of an experiment.
Where can I even find it on YouTube? Like I hate watching stuff on Twitch.
Oh, he said it apparently it was last minute, which is why he only did for Twitch.
Couldn't make it. He couldn't make a cool thumbnail for YouTube, so he just couldn't do it. Like it wasn't possible.
Meanwhile, I am
let me
rinsing
look.
this SSG image for the last 100 streams.
I've got my picture of my mate's tattoo. Oh my god, they're just speaking in Thai. That was an affront. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's boot up videos. There's a 30-minute thanks for watching VOD, and I think this is it. It's only a 2-hour match, really. All right, we'll watch Pack. I could watch the game versus the team that we're literally going to play on the weekend, or I could watch Pacific. I'm going to watch the game versus the team that we play first, and then we'll transition to Pack. Wicked smart. Like I'm not making it through all of that. I'm going to get halfway through the Geek Nightmare game, and then be like reruns, see ya. Like just go off to bed. But yeah, if you were watching on YouTube, watch me on Twitch because I'm turning off the YouTube stream now. Thanks for watching on YouTube, everybody. I'd say like, comment, subscribe. I literally have no idea what drives YouTube live stream engagement, dude. Like,
likes
I
are
don't know how to
actually
be the
really good for YouTube. Yeah, I think likes are really good to help promote. Drop a little like.
All right, well, liking a VOD as I go offline is probably completely useless, but like, next time, like my YouTube live stream.
We should say it at the
192
start.
of you. Yeah, 192 of you are watching concurrently. There was like, I don't know what the peak was, maybe like 300 or something, not a lot today, but like 300 people were watching concurrently and only 30 of you liked. So you know what? I'd say you're good people, but I'd be stretching the truth very, very thin. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Get ready to watch on twitch.tv for as long as humanly possible. Go to the multi-stream plugin. Goodbye, YouTubers.
Bye, YouTube.
All right. What do we have here? We have the GK match, and we'll watch it from Tomathan's POV. Oh.
Thank you, Yes Sir Ski. Yes Sir Sky 42 for the Prime.
Can you upload the top 500 Winston coaching bot already onto? I think it's already uploaded and thumbnailed and edited to have the soundbite that I needed to remove from it. Like I needed to remove something from it. I needed to thumbnail it. There were so many things that needed to be done to it. I'm pretty sure I've done all of them, and the only thing that I haven't done is click on the little arrow that says unlisted and click public. So yeah, I'll leave you with that, and yeah, check back with me in like 2 weeks, okay, Chogacho, and we'll see if I can get back to you on that. I'm gonna dislike now. Hey, all engagement is good engagement, YouTube viewer.
Yeah, you just be the most controversial live stream on YouTube.
Oh, Overwatch Esports with an unexpected party of 9,757. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Overwatch Esports. I love when the establishment supports me. Thank you. Thank you so much. I stand with the establishment when it supports me. We're doing a little bit of a rewatch. Yeah, exactly. The favored son, the uncontroversial one of the three. Thank you very much. I'm going to watch a little bit of North American OWCS from last week because if you even care, no, 3-minute ad break started, so you probably can't even hear what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm a coach for a North American OWCS team, Space Station Gaming, bunch of bums, unfortunately. But we play GK Esports this week, first round. So I'm going to check out the match, see what our opponent's got going on. Probably nothing, right? Like it should be easy. Yes, thank you to the establishment for the raid. And I'm gonna watch it through Tomathan's VOD because Tomathan is. I'm not gonna say the best co-streamer. Like obviously that's me, but like Tomathan is like close second, maybe third. You know, he sort of follows. Run 3 minutes of ads as soon as you get a raid. That's my co-streamer of the year. That shit actually came in automatically because I was running the 3 minutes like time and time again. Like nothing for SSG is easy. Hey, you don't know that. It's just a walk in the park for us. It's just a walk in the park for us. What I need to do actually is I need to download Steam and install Marbles on stream just to get some of these new viewers to follow. You know, like all these new viewers have come through from the stream and none of them are playing Marbles right now. I need to get some Marbles playing, but unfortunately, there's no Marbles to play right now. So I'm really squandering opportunities.
I have
Let me
so much time for that first time. First time, nothing for SSG is easy.
it's like, they've just come from the main broadcast and they are already completely dialed into the trials and tribulations that my team faces on a daily basis. Like they are completely they are completely aware of our issues. Maybe Steam is already installed. Looks like it is.
All right, I'm gonna shoot off, get myself some lunch, and get ready for tomorrow. I'll see you in the morning for Korea. Is it semi-finals tomorrow?
I may or may not be on for Korea tomorrow because we do have a match versus DK, low key, which is like it's like really so outrageously important that it feels like me staying up all night until 6 a.m. at the absolute earliest just to make a few more bucks. It feels like poor form, but poor form. This is the guy that is fully responsible for SSG doing badly, by the way. Are you hearing the conversation that me and Xavier are having while you say that, mind you?
We're actually debating if Max should sleep before their most important game of the stage.
allow me to explain this to you in the most simple terms possible. Boss makes $1 so I can make a dime. That's why I co-stream on company time. Like I am quite literally here on company time in the team house.
Keep him.
You want to grow as a streamer? You'll be there for the matches. Cried.
It's not just damage to the Overwatch team. The Siege team and the Rocket League team are also suffering right now.
Yeah, Kellen's messaging the team chat at 5:30 in the morning saying, "Please, a little more quiet." And I'm just like, "No, come on, mate.
Boss,
have you seen my view count right now? Like, Triple Espresso will pick you right up. This is my coffee cup. Have you seen? You see how big this cup is? This thing is the size of my head. I've had like 5 of these today. Hashtag Kill Hunter is a first-time chat. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to install Marbles. I'm going to install Marbles on stream on Bliss's Steam account because I can't be bothered logging into mine.
That's fine.
Wait, do you have to pay for Marbles?
Nope. Does Bliss have any money on his Steam account? You'll buy him a game?
He's got 2.79 Korean won, which is not a lot of money.
Yeah.
Everything is in Korean is the only issue. I think the green one is install. Yeah, this looks good. We're installing Marbles on stream, I think. Wait, did I just go yes or no? Yeah, all right. Hopefully this doesn't lag out my stream. It's downloading real quick, like, so Korean Marbles. Hopefully the Marbles are in Korean, yeah. You can see that I'm paying really close attention to the GK match as well, by the way.
This is how the best in the world prepare for their playoff matches.
Okay, like you don't understand. There's a career trajectory in here, right? You know, there are highs and lows. 10K viewers, unbelievable cash injection. That's true, Sile, but it's already down to 7. Thank you for the first time Ash Liz party. I'd say I can put my name behind that. But the balls will soon be on the screen. Marbles is 45% of the way to downloaded.
All right. I'm gonna send my views over to you, mate, and then I'm gonna get myself some lunch. Nice.
A classic case of the rich get richer. Thank you very much, Xavier. I'll probably see you tomorrow because I literally can't resist the